Hello, 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 everyone.
This guy.
Hey, man. Sorry for being here. How are we? How are we doing good today? How was Toxic Sunday?
Man.
Oh my god, he's muted. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. Oh,
Dude.
oh no.
That sucks.
Look what you've done, Bree. Okay. Look what you've done.
Huh?
Hey, if I didn't start it, Tomato was already opening his mouth, okay?
It wasn't about Sam, all right? I was going to take him down
Yeah.
another
All right,
couple
all
Yeah, he was coming for me. I know he's coming for me.
Choice but to believe you.
You Han Solo'd me under the table, dude. That was fucked up.
Dodger is here, by the way, everyone. She's running a little bit late, so we'll let her just slip in whenever she's around. Welcome in, folks, for episode 104, I think. It might be 105. I need to double check. But regardless, it's the 100 and X. You guys are technically left off just midway through. Well, not probably to the later portions of a fight. You've got 3 remaining creatures of desire still up, but they are in various levels of incapacitation. So we'll dive straight back into things where we left off and open with that kind of combat. But before we do that, has anyone got anything they want to shout out or announce or anything good like that?
No, nothing new.
Okay. Well, then we should probably get started. Who would like to do our recap? I think Sam, you highlighted the amount of times it's been read. This was I like that. It showed initiative to. Did you have anyone in mind that you felt like should be reading it?
No, I think there's 2 people that just really are far behind the group in terms of reading. Then there's 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you know who they are better than me. But they're out there, and they've been dodging reading the intro for God knows how many years at this point.
Yeah.
I would recommend forcing one of them to burn his free passes and then moving on to the other one, and that way you target 2 birds with 1 stone here. That would be a good approach, but
Got a lot of instructions for the DM, Sam. Interesting.
I'll give you. I
got a lot of orders for the guy.
thought you were talking about Bree and Dodger. Yeah, he is.
I'm looking at the chart. Sci-Fry is way behind.
Yeah, can call some of these people up.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what. If you look at that
friends.
chart for next week, if you send them the recap and get them to record it, they can read it. Catch up with them.
That's funny as fuck.
Well,
that takes more effort than just reading it.
yeah, but I feel like that's what these 2 would do. These 2 are little non-readers. I'll tell you what. How about you guys play rock, paper, scissors for it? Shane versus Tomato.
Can I have
It's gonna be rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Like 3 days straight. Can I have a break?
You've
Yo,
had a break
no,
for
I got a
104
better one.
episodes.
I
Okay.
got a better one, man. Okay, I got one for us. Go to the Magic 8 Ball site and ask it if you should read the recap or not. And
Oh
I'll
my
do the
God.
same. And we see which one of us.
Why would I
thinks
trust
should
your
read the
result?
recap.
You're gonna lie.
Because we'll show a screenshot. What are you talking
Screenshot.
about? Dude,
Yeah.
what the
You'll click
fuck
it twice. You can click it twice. You can look at it. You come up with.
There is not a single chance I would ever obscure or fuck with any of the
he
answers
really-
of the Magic 8
He
Ball.
really cares. Okay,
God's
sorry, I didn't
name
realize.
was-
I didn't realize.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
realize. I didn't realize. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't
It's
realize.
Should
sacred to
I
him.
read the recap?
Should I?
I'm asking the Magic 8 Ball now. It is saying ask again later. So I guess that's
Should I
We'll
read
have
the
to ask
recap?
next
Outlook
week.
not so good.
I'll toss the screenshot up here.
I believe.
I don't fucking believe you. I don't think you really do believe me. Here, I posted.
You don't believe that I
in
believe you.
whatever-
Okay.
I don't believe that you believe me.
Okay.
There it is. Ask again later.
What's this website? Let me do it.
Just look at Magic 8 Ball, man. It's crazy that you
God.
don't have it bookmarked. The fucking
Sorry, so yeah,
the
she re-
greatest, like, the
Magic
greatest
8 Ball.
sphere of our age.
Sorry, is it just the
You
okay?
don't even engage with it.
All right, let me try it, and I'll just do. Did Tomato lie about his 8 ball?
Oh my gosh.
It says, I was shaking. Concentrate and ask again. Okay. Did Tomato lie about his 8 ball? You may rely on it. That doesn't make any sense. This is a
That
stupid
means he's
site.
telling the truth. That means he's telling the truth. You may
Oh, okay,
rely on
I
it.
may rely on his information. Okay.
Yeah, you may rely on his
Okay.
information.
Okay,
Dude.
you didn't lie.
This guy clearly does not interface with the Magic 8 Ball very
Sorry,
often
I don't
for
know.
his most critical life
It's the
decisions.
first time I've come across it. I've never seen one before in this capacity. Okay, well, we're at a standstill. Bree, could you go ahead and load up the 8 ball?
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. You know, if we're going to do this all down to divination magic, then
We're giving a lot of traffic. It's going to shut down soon, guys.
there's a link for someone who's not a psychopath.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, who did we lose again now? Did you scare off Sam?
Let's see.
It wasn't me.
Oh.
What am I asking?
Why'd you swing for
Should
me,
I,
man?
should I? No, I said, did we
It
lose
has to
Sam?
be- whatever
That's
you
not a
ask,
swing.
It has to be a yes or no, or the Magic 8 Ball will get so upset.
This
to
website
be
looks like
clear.
it's gonna give me a virus.
No, it is. It's going to give you a lot of targeted ads. So
if
do
you don't
not,
ask the right
like,
question.
Okay, wait. What am I asking, Joe?
Should Tamara read the intro?
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that, I guess.
Should Tomato read the intro? Shake 8 Ball.
Also, did Dodger's computer just restart? Because it's moved all of the cameras around.
It said better not tell you now.
What? This is a shit site. I hate this website.
Oh, so
Shayne-
boo-hoo!
should
So the
Shayne
Magic
read
8
the
Ball
intro?
didn't do what you wanted. I'm sorry that prophecy doesn't always
Oh.
go the way you fucking want.
I got. Should Shayne read the intro? Magic Able just said yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, there it is. Sam, in the meanwhile, could you pop
Damn.
upstairs? Could you just turn on Dodger's camera?
Yeah, it's not actually upstairs. I have to go across the farm into the house, then up the stairs. But yeah, I'll see you in 15 minutes, man.
Sorry, Shane.
I've been to his house. You could
guilt trip
you could belly crawl in
immediately.
5 minutes there. He's okay. Shane.
He's gonna get himself a snack while
No,
he's
I'm
up.
gonna wait for the integrity of the VOD.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
don't want cameras messed up for intro.
It's
you know?
true.
True.
I'm not
So let's
editing
just
this out.
Chill.
This is just going to be here. You know, I can't. I'm
He's
not,
just hoping that if he waits long enough, the amount of time will allot for the Magic 8 Ball to be asked again, like it said, and that's pissing
Yeah.
me off because he's clearly banking on that.
Yeah. There. It's 15 minutes, by the way. He said 15.
We should have timed him.
Well, it might be 14 minutes of return trip with like snacks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, should
It's
say
like the
twice.
House of Leaves type
Yeah.
situation where the route is longer on the way back.
It's a downhill path out there.
Yeah.
Shane, the able was spoken. Take us away.
Oh yeah, cameras are fixed.
They are.
Fuck.
Fixed, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do we want to wait so they know the recap?
I think
No?
they can.
What if they forgot?
I don't think Sam remembers the last 30 episodes, so I think we're good. And Dodger's away for a little while. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him. No one tell him I said that. Shane,
Dude, I think
you got this.
I don't think he's gonna take it personal if you did say that. I'll be real.
You go, woo, fuck.
What?
It's been 20 years. What took you so long?
I'm actually out of breath, dude. Don't.
You did go fast. You did go fast.
I jogged.
Damn.
Shane?
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, you have to. The 8 ball said.
I'll be generous and do it, you guys. It's okay. Last we left off, we journeyed deeper into the Wiltwood and experienced the 7 sins manifested in the wind. Fortuitously, it slowed and tired an ambush set out for us, allowing us to enter into the pale Pilio's home undisturbed. On the hills overlooking the town, the mother of the pale moon was enlightening her people, only for us to put a stop to it and reveal her true intentions. She sought power and was willing to use it to no end if it meant finding the elders who exiled her. In 7 cocoons, she drew magic from the sins and unleashed beasts upon us. We've managed to knock her out and slay 4 of the 7.
And this is us diving straight back into that battle. You have 2 of them inside a force cage, which Morgane's currently concentrating on. And you've just pulled the gluttony one, which has caused it to go incapacitated because it's moved. Well, I won't spoil the whole mechanic for you, but you yanked it forward and it caused it to fall into a slumber for its next round. Under lethargy, I believe. It's going to be the start of Tack's turn. Who would like to do Tack for us? You do have an unconscious as well, Pale Mother lying on the ground over there.
Pale Mother's just out of the fight because of how like knockout mechanics are.
She was brought to 0. 0, it's just a way of keeping them alive if you want to talk to them afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Who would like to do our Tack for us? Who's I believe Tack has dropped.
Always Sam.
Circle
It's
of power.
always Sam.
Yeah, it usually is Sam.
Always Sam who does tech.
I'm just eyeballing what they have.
I think at this point it's just Eldritch Blast or Echo Blast for them forever.
Yeah.
Is their move.
Oh, Echo Blast.
Yeah, 3 of them. What do you want to hit? The gluttonous?
I hate the idea of killing this guy, though. I will be so real. I do still. Nothing has changed. I thought my feelings might change over the course of the week. Didn't at all. Not even a little.
About killing the big gluttonous idiot?
About killing this big guy or killing the one that eats a lot. Those who are sick. This motherfucker, I say we kill him dead straight to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
14?
Yeah, a 14 against the slothful, the grub of sloth. Is not enough to hit. It rebounds off of its kind of large shell at the front, ripples against its skin. You can knock these guys out. I will say they are infused with this magic, so it's.
If this guy's
17 and a
unconscious,
19.
are we getting advantage on these attacks?
He's got lethargy, I believe. Not.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I saw the icon. I just assumed it was like an unconscious effect.
No. Lethargy doesn't give you any advantages, but he does skip his next turn. 19 does hit. And
17?
then 17 also hits, yeah.
What's the 1d10 on there?
I think it's your like.
Oh, that's only if.
Sword.
Yeah, only if dodges in a certain form.
Okay, so 15, 16, 17, 18 force damage total.
18 force damage total. Just 2 blasts ripple against this creature. All right, Carlo. I can't tell you. Yeah, you can knock these creatures. I mean, if you wanted to keep them alive in that weird scenario, you can knock these creatures out.
It's not weird.
You'd have to, I mean,
it is weird.
if you could find a way to keep them alive.
It's weird.
I will say they're infused with magic of desire. So you'd have to find a way to purge them of that, or they will.
Yeah, I desire to keep them with me and bring them along on my adventure. But to be clear, that's me, Tomato, not the character. My character is going to kill this fucking thing.
That is absolutely fair.
Now. I'm so fast. I don't think I need to. Yeah, I'm good. I make it.
His arms are so short that if you try to hug it, it wouldn't be able to hug you back. It would just have to be like.
I mean, that's fine. It doesn't need to be like a hugger. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't need that from it. But yeah, I'm gonna go up to this thing. And I'm gonna stab him.
Go for it.
Yeah, pop open. Like everything was open, but my character sheet. Here
The one thing you need.
Literally the only thing I need to play this game. That is going to be a 26.
26 does hit.
Cool. I'm going to do the double cunning action. So that's going to be 31 damage.
31 points of damage. You just stab into this thing. You see it kind of like pierces straight through a bunch of its blood that's oozing out. This kind of greenish blood hits the ground.
Feels like I'm going to go for a dex save. Can you do a dex save, and can he also do a constitution save?
He's not very dexterous, although he does have something. Let me find it. Oh, it's not this guy. No. Okay. Yeah, dex save. That's a 1, and then a constitution save. You say?
Yeah.
He's not bad at these. 16.
I'm ready for another
poisoned
moment.
and he's prone.
Poisoned and he's proned.
Sleep Oreos. I'm ready for another gluttony moment.
Fuck
Hey.
Okay, poisoned and prone.
And he skips his next turn, right? That's the thing. Okay,
So-
sick.
You stab him, you pull it back, you just think go roll over onto his belly or onto his back.
I kind of feel bad about this guy.
That's our friend you're killing.
It reminds me
Was
of a Chew the Fat.
Yeah, yeah, it's fucking true, man. What was V's health?
182. I'm good.
Oh, you're extra good then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal myself a little bit because I got kind of dinked up. I will no longer be sneaking right now, but that's honestly at this point in the fight probably fine. I'm just gonna use one of my surgical dice to max out a normal healing potion and give myself a bit of healing.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll the d10. 1 10 HP on top.
Lovely.
Of a 10 HP heal.
All right. After your turn's over, you see the stag inside the force cage trying to find its way out. Is going to try and steal an ability. It is going to copy. It's going to try and steal your rage, V. It's Gonna try and mimic your rage. Can you make a charisma saving throw, please?
It's crashing out in there.
Crashing
He
out.
goes,
15?
is just under. You needed a 16. It's going to draw in from its antlers and then manifest the rage within itself. It is now considered raging for the duration of this. So I'm going to write that down. So it steals the rage, but that is all it can do right now. I believe, yes.
If I just keep the cage up for 2 turns, does it lose rage?
The rage now is a bonus action to maintain. So it can just maintain it. But it is stuck in there for now. Desmond.
It also means you can't cast spells in there, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's prone, yeah.
Hey, can you tell him to shut up from me?
Yeah, I know, right? He's doing I can't tell him right now. Laughter.
I'm going in there.
I'll get within 30 feet
Okay.
to take a shot. It's prone though, right?
He is prone, yeah.
Okay. It's all disadvantage. Only a 16.
Is his AC.
Okay, good. Just 6 piercing.
6
But-
piercing. Okay.
Now Biscuit will have flat shots, not disadvantage.
Okay.
Any second.
Let's go biscuit.
Okay, there's one. Okay, it's a 13.
Just clinking off of the little armor piece and
That second one was lag.
No, I
the
see it,
second one's
25.
disadvantage, so it was a 14.
oh, I see. Okay, plinks off both. You just hear kind of the bolts pinging off of the skin. The creature's going, just rolling back and forth. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare we see a Desmond turn like that though. So it had to happen at
I
some
rolled
point.
a 2 and a 3. I mean,
Yeah, that's like Morgaine then.
Hello. I'm just gonna double move. I think. And get ready for the cage to come down.
Okay.
That's my turn.
The gluttonous boy, a rodent of gluttony, is very much unable to do anything. The
I
sloth
hope he never does anything, man. Like, just be chill.
V.
All right. I guess I'll attack our little guy up here. Big guy.
You have advantage.
Little guy.
Big guy, yeah.
Even
Awesome.
Bree's hot so that she said, "I guess I'll attack." It's
Guys.
just like, oh man.
Alrighty. 16 to hit. That's
16
low.
does hit. That's his AC. It is low, but
Thank
you
goodness.
got it.
21 damage.
21 damage. He is bloodied. You slice into
Okay.
him.
Second attack. 31.
That's more like, yeah, that hits.
And that is 24 damage.
24
Yeah.
points of damage. Yeah, you're just slicing into him, carving him down on the ground. His eyes are finally like open again. He's like trying to roll to get up. Okay, nice.
And turn.
Tack. We're back to tack already. What tack like to do? More echoes.
Echo.
There will be a disadvantage because he is still prone.
I'll attack with the rapier then. Hiya.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage.
I'm going to add in a new rule as well. I feel like once... This doesn't really matter for this fight, but I just thought about it. If a creature is huge... If you're 2 sizes smaller than a creature, I'm not going to give you disadvantage on your attacks for prone. Because I feel like if a
especially
giant...
a guy who's as wide as he is.
vertically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm looking at this guy and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can't really do it for all large creatures. But I feel like if a giant fell sideways, you're missing because you're shooting too high. That really does undersell your character. It looks really stupid. Okay, yeah, Tack's gonna rush in there.
Mockingbird, yeah?
Yeah, you have advantage
what's
on
cool.
this. Oh,
31 to hit
yeah, that hits.
for 13 piercing, 6 thunder.
Yeah, I think the thunder Is the thunder built in? I don't know. We'll do it. We'll keep it in. It's fine. We'll just say.
It's the 1d10 per turn thing she has.
Oh,
So it's built into the swing.
It's only if they're in that current song, which they're not currently. So it would just be the left number.
Wait, you sure they're not in that song? Because they have it selected.
Maybe they did go in that then, but I swear. Which song did they write down? Which?
No.
We'll just say that they're in that one then. Because I think I don't remember. It's been a week. All right, they stabbed straight down into it. You can see the creature is starting to deflate a little bit as its blood is oozing all
I'll
around
spend my
it.
bonus action to make sure I'm in the
That works.
song.
Yeah.
I don't even know what fucking song it is. That one.
I think it's the Rascal, maybe? I don't remember.
We have so many items I can't look it up.
Yes, don't worry, you're good. You're good. It just adds the thunder damage once per turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then my bonus action is just to activate the song. So that's the
Sweet. Carlisle then.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab this guy again. Right now. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
24 to hit.
It hits.
He's already has every single bad
Oh,
thing
you have
I could do
advantage.
to them, done to them.
So you might as well roll again,
Oh
just
yeah,
in
they
case.
are prone. That is
Just in case.
That is so true. 23.
23.
That's gonna be 24, 30, 40 damage.
Okay. That's enough to kill him. You stab into this one more time, and then you can just like rip your knife back through, and you see all its belly contents pour out, and it just kind of deflates into the ground.
Oh, I
lies
almost
there
feel
dead.
bad about that one. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get some cover from this elk then, and I'm going to bonus action sneak because I don't think anyone is injured at all in any way that requires me.
I think you're good.
26.
Okay, you can slip away in stealth. I can tell you, by the way, that big grub boy, he hit extremely hard, but
Yeah,
you
I figured.
kind of found his weakness, which is if he moves more than 30 feet in a turn, or 30 feet or more in a turn, and he only has 10 feet of movement, he goes into lethargy. You found it just wanted to hurt him and couldn't reach him last time, but he could do a 30-foot cone that was 10d10 bludgeoning damage. But it's a it's a DC 9 deck save, though. Very slow-moving, falling building. So you killed him, which moves us on to the Frost Stag of Envy. All it can do inside this cage right now is try and steal an ability. It's going to try and steal one off of Morgaine. Let me think. What ability do you have that it would like? Yeah, it's going to try and take your false life that you can do as an action. So can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please? You get to keep this, it just copies it.
Charisma save.
Yes.
Okay.
You're
31.
absolutely fine. Desmond.
Okay, was this the cage that we cannot shoot into? Is that right?
You can shoot into it. I'm going to give everything 3/4 cover because it's an inch wide.
Okay.
It's going to be plus 5 AC across the board.
Then I want a bonus action to... How much longer is the cage up? Is it still a while? As long as we don't drop it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'll bonus action Hunter's Mark the stag then.
The stag. Yes, okay. Is it a minute cast or is it 10 minutes? Force cage, Sam?
Should be
Force
10.
gauge?
Or an hour?
It's 10 minutes, but I can drop it because it's concentration.
Oh, no, it's 1
So
hour.
jump.
It's 1 hour.
Yeah,
It's 1 hour, but I can drop it whenever I want.
That's fucked.
Okay.
So once we're ready to, I can just drop it and we can fight.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Simultaneously, I think Sam made it with the bars, right? So
Yeah.
anyone with like ranged weapons
Yeah, we
can
can
shoot,
shoot into it and
this
just-
guy.
Well,
and
it's-
anyone
yeah.
with long weapons can also stab into it.
I think so. It's tough because they're a quarter inch in diameter. It says so. I
Oh,
don't even know
quarter
how.
inch.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
That's-
Or a half.
Let me double check the spell because quarter inch would definitely change things. Half
That'd
half
be hard
inch.
to
Let me
shoot.
look
Half
up.
an inch.
Let me go half inch.
It's what half an inch is like 1.2 centimeters.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels more like you could probably shoot fireballs in there, but a bolt head is not going to fit through. You're all right. Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're in much danger.
I think the intended purpose is that spells can go in and out, but that's about it.
Yeah.
For the
Yes.
Okay, then let me reset my movement.
And then if you have like a long spear or something, yeah. Okay.
Well, it'd still be good to be there for when it drops, because we're gonna drop it soon, yeah.
I can drop it as soon as everyone's ready.
I'll still head this way.
I mean, people could literally hold actions like in the areas next to it, and I can drop it.
Biscuit needs to move 15 more feet to stay in range.
So you could just ready an action if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready an action to shoot as soon as it drops at the stag.
Okay. Anyone else want to ready an action?
Are we like skipping a turn rotation to like ready actions and stuff?
Yeah, we'll go through Morgan. Is there anything you want to do?
I will probably not this turn. No.
Okay.
I'll take the dodge action, I guess.
Okay. The gliding creature's not going to do anything. The grub is dead. V. Top of the round.
Why are we readying actions opposed to just doing our actions?
Because you can't attack through the bars, but if you ready an action, I can drop the cage on my turn, and then you can just.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, you can. No, you don't even have to be your turn, by the way, Sam. You can drop a concentration anytime.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could just do that anytime.
Okay.
In case there's an order you want to do it in.
So if I move within melee range.
Yeah, we can deny the frost stag a turn if we hold it.
Yeah, essentially, you just want to drop concentration as soon as the frost stag's turn is over.
Yeah, after the
yeah.
With that in mind, is there anything you would have liked to hold your action for, Sam, instead of dodge?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
And V?
Yeah, I'll move into melee range and wait for it to drop and ready an attack.
Okay. Attack?
Attack already an Echo Blast.
Okay.
On the stag.
And then, sorry, Carla?
I'm going to move into the tree line here while still hiding and ready to attack them in melee when the thing drops.
Okay. I'll put you 5 feet ahead of that because I think you're technically 10 feet away right now. Oh, that's you. Were you not doing melee?
I was going to do melee, but I didn't want to place myself inside like the cage graphic.
It's okay, yeah, that's okay. It's just the graphics really awkwardly placed. Yeah, okay. And then the frost stag, it is going to try. It's going to try and copy your AC, Desmond. Can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Oh God.
Yeah.
You're a charismatic guy.
It's true.
That's wild that it can do that though.
Yeah.
Charisma
Possibility,
saving
spell
throw,
effect, or AC? Yes, please.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, you got very high charisma saves.
Good luck.
Yeah, you're fine. It does not copy. It tries to like draw it in, and it can't do that. Ending its
right
turn.
After that happens, Morgan will say now, and then I'll dispel the force cage.
You see it rippling down. The stag just draws its like horns back, looking to see the result of it, finishing its turn. The actions go off. We'll go in order of who held when. So Desmond, you go off first.
Okay, take my shot. 28 to hit.
28 hits the stag. Yep.
Or let me turn on my hunter's mark.
Actually, hold on. He's on the.
15 damage.
He's on the wrong layer. 15 damage goes through. Wait, is it piercing damage or is it?
A 9 piercing, 6 force.
9 piercing, 6 force. So he will take 10 damage because he is raging.
Okay. Oh, that's right. And that's all for my ready to action.
Okay. Morgan. It'll be, you didn't hold one, did you? So it'll be...
No, I think it's Tack and V and
Tack
Carlo.
and V. Yes, so Tack... sorry, V goes next.
Okay, I'll do my attack.
Go for it.
Go on, then.
23.
That hits.
That is 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay, it'll be Carlisle then. Oh no, Tack next. I think all of 3 of Tack's... Because we worked out last time, right, that a held action can only do one of your attacks. But I think a held action for a warlock can do all 3 Eldritch Blasts because it's technically part of the same casting.
It's one spell.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yours is all.
Okay.
Sick. Okay.
Oh, welcome
Let's
back. It's like, that's a very good impression by Sam. All right, nice. 13 does not hit.
Yeah, here, let me swap that back.
It's okay.
21.
Does hit.
So for 5 damage.
5 points of damage.
And a 24 for 4 force damage.
4 force damage. Yeah, blasts all go through. And then finally, Carla.
I'm going to make this a double cunning strike. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
30, 33.
33, 41,
43.
60 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 60, but that's 60 halved right there because he's raging.
He is raging. Yeah. But still, it is a good amount of damage. 30 points of damage. Okay.
I immediately move 40 feet away because I can take half of my movement when I hit something with the cunning strike. And can you make a Constitution saving throw?
A con save coming up. 6.
Poisoned.
I don't think he has immunity to that. Let me double check. No immunities to any poison. Okay, yeah.
All right, that's me.
Okay. Then it will all go around, and that's your turn, Morgan.
Yeah. I can't do my scythe ability because I'm unattuned to it because you stole it, but I can attack with it.
Yes, you can. You can.
So I'm gonna
Well
do
remembered.
that. That's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
4. 19 damage, 13 necrotic, 6 radiant.
Very nice. Yep, you slice all the way through. It's also bloodied now as well.
Second swing is a 24
24 hits.
for 16 necrotic.
And 16 necrotic.
And then the third swing, I'm gonna use the momentum to rotate around the stag. I'll swing. It's a 35 to hit, which isn't a nat 20, by the way.
Yeah, which is mental.
It's gonna be 12 necrotic, and then I will cleave that swing onto the rat.
Yes.
33 to hit for 18 necrotic, which minus 5.
Minus 5.
Right?
Yeah, minus 5, so 13.
Yeah, so be 13 on the rat and then 12 on the stag.
Yeah, you just rip straight through. The stag's looking pretty hurt. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Well, this is the first time we get to
Turn got
use.
skipped.
Oh, did it? Sorry. Oh, yeah, because I was flicking down with the held action. Yeah, go for your turn.
Oops. Since I hit, I have advantage now, so I am gonna order Biscuit to hit twice,
Okay.
real quick. 24 on the first one
24 hits.
for 23. Well, 13.
13.
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Well,
13
is
points of
Hunter's
damage.
Mark now?
100 marks force damage.
Okay. I need to change that text. And then second attack,
Okay.
dirty 20.
Yeah, just firing into it. Yeah, that hits.
15.
15 points of damage. Yeah, he's looking hurt. See it kind of pierce.
And then I will close the gap to stab with my spear
Nice.
for 23.
And that hits.
And that will be 5 piercing, 8 force, so 15 damage, because I'm guessing not resistant to acid.
Not resistant to acid. Definitely on its last legs. You can see it kind of stumbling around with all these new stab marks and bolts hanging out of it. Okay. Very nice. The stag is almost down. The rodent of gluttony. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. He is going to do his multi-attack to try and swipe Morgaine. Which is a 30 to hit. Which is going to hit 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And then can you make
Actually, that doesn't hit, DM.
What? 14 points of
How much
bludgeoning.
damage? 14.
And then a strength saving throw as it's trying to knock you off your feet. It's very strong, big thick hand coming in.
Strength save coming in. 24.
Yeah, that succeeds. And then it's going to go in for a bite attack. Let's see. Bite. Come on. 28 to hit. So this is going to be a 25 points of piercing. And it heals for half that damage. It's going to heal for 12. So it goes back down to 1 damage dealt to it. And he just pulls back. Like, it swallows back any of the kind of blood that's on its teeth. And that is where it's going to end its turn. V.
I will attack the stag recklessly.
Go for it.
Why is it not working?
It's been laggy. Roll20 is really laggy today.
Okay, well, 5 attacks might go through just now. Okay, 20. Okay.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah, here it comes.
The blast.
Okay, there they are. 28.
28 hits. Why is it not working? Just starts spam clicking the button.
Yeah, spamming it. 20 damage.
That is enough to kill it. You just slice through and bring that one down. Okay.
Awesome. I'll move on to our rat friend. I guess. 28 to hit rat.
28 hits rat.
We're not gonna keep him, guys.
I fucking wish we could.
What did I miss? When did the plan change?
Probably changed when he hit me for 37 damage last turn, but like that's just
Okay.
me throwing out like a maybe that's the reason.
All right.
23 damage on that one.
23 damage hit. Yep, goes through.
And then, because I dropped an enemy, I get a bonus attack. Nat 20.
That's definitely going to hit.
Huge.
Yep.
That is 27 damage.
27 damage. Very nice. And then you have another hit. Right. Oh, no, that's your 3 hits. Yeah, okay.
No, that's it.
Okay, yeah, nice. You just slice into this bad boy a few times. Tack.
I blast.
You blast.
26
Hits.
for 10
For 10.
and 22
Hits.
for 8
For 8.
and 12.
12 misses. Yeah. The 2 blasts kind of take it down. It leans its head down as the third one goes over its head. Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
Carla.
I get on back out there,
Okay.
and I am going to stab this guy big time.
Get on out there, boy.
26.
26 hits.
I'm gonna get him with, let's see, that's gonna be 35 damage.
Rolls a 1, does 17 damage.
What? Did you have advantage from something?
I was sneaking.
Oh yeah, of course you were. Okay,
Always
so
sneak.
you're always
Always
sneaking.
sniper
17. Is that added together? So it's 28, 35.
Yeah, 35.
35. It's bloodied. Oh, no, it's not. It's not bloodied yet. Almost.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw. He is extremely good at these. 24.
He succeeds on that for sure. My other half of the cunning strike is going to be getting away from this guy who swings so much and so crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sneak again in the tree line.
Yeah.
32.
32. Releasing this onto Desmond, you can see the last creatures looming over everyone.
I'm gonna... God, do I even shift my hunter's mark? Probably not. I'd rather just get the shots off.
Okay.
I'm going to take my shot first from here
Okay.
to try to get the Vex on it. And hope it lands. 26.
That hits.
Cool. For 10 piercing.
10 piercing. He's bloodied now.
Let me make sure Biscuit is... Yeah, okay. And then 2 shots from my girl.
Okay.
Oh boy, 15-15.
15 just misses.
Ah, brother. And then a 14. Oh,
Yeah.
You've got plus 11 on these, by the way.
What did you
Yeah.
roll?
what's going on?
Do you get
But
something in
it's-
your eyes?
It's just got a bit of
what's
like
going on?
the cold is like slowing down some of the function. The bolts kind of flick off past it. That would lead us on to Morgaine.
Yeah. He bit me, so I'll
He did.
fight back with a scythe. 31.
31 hits.
For 16.
16.
And I'll heal a hit dice.
Good heal, yeah. Nice.
And then second swing is a 18.
18 hits. You just slice of it twice.
And that's going to be 16.
16 damage, okay.
And then the final one is a 28 to hit, 17 to cry.
17 more damage. You just slice into it so many times you can see blood is now trickling onto the snow, dyeing it beneath it. This creature is looking pretty hurt. Which is now its turn. It is going to do a swipe on you, V. Unnatural 20 to hit.
Yep.
You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced down to 9. And could you make a strength saving throw, please?
20.
20 just makes it. It's going to then take a bite on Morgaine. 19.
This is.
It just bites into your armor, pulls back its teeth. Because it failed to get a bite off, it is going to take 3d10, 16 points of psychic damage. As its mind, its belly rumbles pretty heavily and audibly. That's the end of its turn. V.
Attack. Rat. Not 20.
Joe, is that why you had this thing chewing on the bars of the force cage?
Yeah, he was.
Because otherwise he would just be taking damage every turn.
He gets hungered. He was. Yeah. He basically can chew on matter, but if he tries to take a bite attack and misses, he takes damage.
28 damage on that.
28 damage on that.
Another net 20.
That wasn't
even
anything.
Benji liked that one.
You didn't hear anything.
He's watching from the other room. He's cheering.
Yeah.
He's kicking his
Sunforged fan. Yeah. 28 on the second attack.
The second one hits. Yeah.
That is 19 damage.
Do you want to describe how you kill the final of the 7?
Oh, our
Yeah,
friend.
the saddest.
Non-lethal.
How do you want to kill him?
Non-lethal.
Come on, man. You can change its
Something that's
fate.
making me feel like I shouldn't kill this thing. I don't really want to describe it. We've grown to love this thing out of character.
We can bleed this out.
We haven't. What do you say?
Unceremoniously.
Quite literally one of the 7 deadly sins. There's nothing good about this
man.
creature
They didn't
except it
choose
looks
to be
a
made
bit
a
like a
7
rat.
deadly sin of gluttony and avatar of gluttony itself.
Yeah, they didn't choose this life. Okay,
didn't
I just
want that.
unceremoniously and as painlessly as possible just stab it through the heart.
I'm gonna eat an Oreo in Gluttony's honor.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Sam.
Yeah, you manage to push your blade through, and you see it slump down quietly and silently as it dies, ending combat and bringing us back into the quiet of this kind of ritual area. The final of the beasts that have been warped dead. You see that, even though I've deleted them off the map for you guys, you can see the 7 bodies, and you'd see they can revert back to their previous form as soon as the magic seeps out of them and leaves the area. The rat becomes much smaller, no bigger than kind of like a beaver size. It's kind of like a badger size. Shrinks right down. The grub as well, though kind of a larger on the grub side, still only the size of kind of like the torso of a human. All of them kind of shrinking down to some extent, becoming their natural form. The body's just lying there. Meanwhile, the Pale Mother is knocked down unconscious. All of the other Pilio have escaped back into the town or even further away after realizing a fight was undergoing. What do you guys like to do?
Carlo would probably come out and check on the Pale Mother and try to tie him up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Probably easily clocking that they were taken alive here.
Yes, yeah.
Make sure that they're stabilized.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
Got it. 32.
32. Yeah, you managed to stabilize any wounds they've got, make sure they're not bleeding out, and then also you can just wrap them up for free as part of that. Morgaine, you'd also notice on the Pale Mother this kind of magic that is seeping around. There's no necessary school involved in here. The best way to describe it is similar to how you saw a vampiric curse. It's this kind of darkened magic, but it's circular and seeping around just like about 2 inches into their ears. Both ears just swirling. Some sort of magic curse.
Okay. And I don't see that on V.
No.
Or any of the other.
No, just this one.
that we encountered? Okay. Can I attempt to Arcana check it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
21.
It won't identify what it is exactly, but you can tell by the formation this is an inflicted curse of some kind. Not an ailment, not like a spell that's undergoing necessarily, but an actual curse. Some sort of binding curse. It's definitely almost I would say it's almost abjuration in its level, if not enchanted abjuration, somewhere between the two of them. Some sort of shielding curse, and it doesn't seem self-inflicted. I'll tell you that. It doesn't even seem like they necessarily would know that they have this.
Right.
And I'll give you for 21. I mean, you can. The identify spell would be able to identify this, but for 21,
no one that could do that. I don't think.
I think you have one. But the 21 will tell you this: it is a curse, some sort of curse of hearing. It's definitely associated with this particular, it being formed in the ears. It isn't a coincidence.
Okay. Yeah, Morgane would explain this, like kneeling down and examining. Because she's some sort of curse or affliction around the ears. It's not of her own making.
Can you undo it?
I need to rest, but yes. I think I
Do we
could.
have any specifics on what this curse actually is, or do we just have a idea that there's one there?
I can see it. I'm not sure what it is, though.
We could figure it out. Would it be safe enough to get close to?
Yes, it's safe.
Oh, they're not getting out of these bindings, I don't think.
Okay, just want to make sure. I'll ritual identify to see.
If you're ritually doing it, she will wake up during this. So her eyes would flicker during the ritual. You see the kind of large, blackened, bug-like eyes scan all of you. Why am I alive?
I don't know what to do with you, to be honest.
Does anyone remember if I used cunning last session in the woods?
You might have.
I think I intellect
you might
fortress
I feel
people,
like
and
you
then
would have.
I need a short rest before I can dispel this.
Well,
Once we figure out what it is.
Did you kill everyone else?
we killed all the monsters that came out of those cocoons. Didn't hurt anyone else.
I needed those. Do you know how long it took us to capture them? To infuse the magic into them?
For what? What were you going to do with them?
Give them to the one who wanted them. Give them to Desire as a gift. To give me back what I desire. Our home is around here somewhere. But they can't remember it. And when I find it, I will enact vengeance on all of those who took it from us. Those who weakened the Pilio, the elders.
I thought coming here would make me feel anything. I thought enacting vengeance on you might make me feel anything. My instincts tell me that I should want to kill you, to do what you've done to me, to rip your wings off. But I feel nothing. When I look at you, I see a waste.
Do not pity me, girl. I do not need pity. Whilst that happens, you get the identification of the curse. How do you, Desmond, how do you imagine your... Also, your place looks nice, by the way. I just only really put two and two good together, you mean.
Yeah.
How do you imagine your identify spell to work? Do you imagine it kind of reads the text off to you like a voiceover? Do you imagine it comes up in a little panel on your arm with like the text?
I would figure I had something, because it used to be my eye would scan them, but I don't have that anymore. So I would think a panel would be good. Like I replaced it to something on my hand that I sort of move over them or whatever I'm identifying, and it reads out the information to me.
The moment you see that, then it would come up and it would read out the information, and you would see the curse is called Blind the Eclipse. This creature is marked by the Sanctuary of Sula. She resonates a frequency that hides the Sanctuary of Sula from any who are within 500 feet of her. Only those with true sight are still able to see it. You must not be deafened to hear and have it revealed to you. It's almost like true hearing would reveal it. But she is emanating off this frequency that is... You can't hear, blocking out any identification of the Sanctuary.
I'd relay that.
Well, I do have a solution for that.
We do have true sight.
Yeah, I'll cast True Seeing on V.
V. The moment True Sight is cast on you, you hear this soft frequency. It turns from like a loud, like ringing sound, like it kind of was this buzz, to a gentle, soft, soothing sound. It's not illusionary magic. It's almost somewhere closer to like a false dimension, the way that they've hidden it. But the 6 of the trees around you suddenly go from being your average kind of tree height in this area to suddenly a couple 100 feet high. They grow up. The branches become whiter and whiter as they reach into the sky. And you see for the first time the Sanctuary of Sula. You are right below it. And in these 6 trees far into the sky, you can reach it by flying. Crystal bridges, beautiful in their nature, coming between these large, almost hollowed out giant trees. The camp here built at the base of the Sanctuary, unbeknownst to any of them.
Yeah, I would relay all of that. So the elders she spoke of before. She's gonna turn to the Pale Mother. For your worship of Orth. Our worship.
We used to. We used to worship it. They didn't tell me everything when I joined their council. But my role on it I was the mother of the pair, the mother of the waning moon. My job was to hide our people. Keep them safe. Hide that we were once servants to Orth before Sula. That we should never return to that way when we were bloodthirsty and we were warriors. I fought this. I denied this. I pushed us towards a new goal. Why do we serve the weaker of the 2 moons? They refuse to tell me everything. They refuse to tell all of the Pilio up there. So I told them. I told everyone. I told them that Orth was once strong and it was ours. For that they branded me a traitor. And those who followed me came with me. And I took the next promising 4 that I could. to build a new council once we return. You are one of those promising ones, my dear. Our home, we could take it back. We could kill the elders who slowed us down for so long. We could build a new council, evoke all of the power of Orth. Stop hiding. Help me find the sanctuary. Help us return home.
You were mad at them for hiding things from you and not providing answers. She's gonna glare. And yet, you repeated that. How did you learn about Orth? This was information they meant to keep hidden.
There are 4 on the council. The mother of the new. She's the oldest of them there. She has not been replaced. Her role is to look after everyone, the primary mother. Then there are the 2 other mothers, the mother of Wailing and Waxing. The mother of Wailing was the position I was given. Their role is responsible for hiding and coveting the secrets of our people, making sure that we learn from them, and we do not repeat them. The mother of the waxing moon is responsible for bettering our people, finding prosperity in our home here. The mother of the full moon is a position that we did not have a mother for the longest time. We've only had one. It was believed that only when one was born from a solar eclipse, when a pupil is grown from one, that we should fill that position, and their role would be one of preparing us for war. I was the mother of the waning moon. The mother of the new shared the information with me, believing that I should keep it coveted, believing that I should never warn others, that I should stop any worship at Orth that might interfere with Sula. I disagreed. When she would not let me tell others, I intervened. I learned it because it was my role, and I was exiled because I did not perform it. The mother of the full moon was on the council when I was there, a warning of a dangerous time to come, a war to come. I tried to tell her about everything, about Orth, saying that we should, if there is warning of war and danger to come, we should be drawing in the strongest power we have. And I thought that she might listen to reason, that she might agree with me. But she believed it should be coveted just as much as the mother of the new. They would see me as a traitor, child, but I am not. I only seek to better our people. And I learned that we are stronger before we ever served Sula. What am I to do? They made me the mother of the waning moon, but I should have been the mother of the waxing, for I wanted to prosper our people.
I have learned that strength can take many forms, much broader than what I was raised to believe. Do not question why the mothers on this council forbade worship of Orth. Maybe this strength comes at a cost.
But the cost can't be worse than this. You have not seen our sanctuary, my dear. It is beautiful. But we once belonged to the Feywild. We once lived in the most beautiful place there's ever been. Yet we hide in some distant land that is not our home, in shadows, blinding ourselves from the rest of the world. I don't know what cost strength comes with, but we've paid 100 times the cost by just hiding. We are weak. We were weak until you.
She's gonna look to her companions. I don't know what to think of any of this.
Are we able to like talk out of earshot of the Pale Mother?
I mean, she's
Yeah,
she's tied
I
up.
imagine
She
so.
ain't going anywhere.
You sit right there.
Yeah, you stay there, bitch. Yeah, I think Tack would kind of be trying to put pieces together. So she's saying that the worship of blood and the worship of desire have all been just to get the strength necessary to go back and take revenge.
Yes, meaningless, petty revenge. I mean, she clearly sees it as a greater purpose to return, but
Literally strength at any cost in her eyes.
I was raised to think this as well.
And I'm assuming her
And-
curse is to stop her returning.
V, do you think that if she were to die or vanish in whatever way, what would happen to the Pilio that are still here?
I do not know. Their worldview is likely already shaken from witnessing this. Are people... We are not equipped to handle the rest of the world, necessarily. I was trained all my life, but what do you do with the people who suddenly have had everything taken from them, everything they believed in and lived for and worshipped? I myself don't even know what to do.
Is there something to be said for, again, her being out of the picture in whatever way, and then appealing to this council that there are a bunch of Pilio that need a home, that
Yes.
had nothing to do with this exile?
Yes. I would hope they would see some reason in realizing we were all fed lies and followed them because of that.
Are you able to see how to get there?
Can I with true sight? I mean, it's just flying up, right?
It's just essentially
You're the
flying
only
up.
one that can see it, yeah.
Yeah. We just have to fly. It's above us.
Well, that's convenient.
We don't know how they would react to a non-Papilio being up there, though, is my only
We
worry.
don't. I know nothing of these people, blood of my blood. I don't even know anything about my own people. I wasn't allowed to know, to form connections. These people are strangers to me, so... But they deserve to know the truth, and they deserve a chance at a better life. So...
Yeah.
Well, you can only see that place for 3 more quarts of an hour, so I suggest you make a move on.
Right.
I'll guard this one, and you 4 go up.
Well, I'm not sure if we all do want to go up, right? If you think it might agitate anyone up there.
I have no idea.
I think they're going to be agitated regardless.
Probably true.
My thinking is they've hit it for a reason. There would be more congenial to a Pilio finding it than anyone else.
I don't want to go alone. She looks at all of you.
I can disguise myself to come with you.
They won't notice me if I'm there.
This is true.
The 3 of us can go then.
Down here alone, or should I stay down here as well?
I think all of us should go if we can. We can make them understand. We always get through everything together. There is a point in my life which I look back on now, where I feel I started truly living, and it is because of all of you. You all give me strength, a kind that the Pale Mother doesn't see. So it would please me if we all went together.
Well, how's about we all just go up and we see what happens?
Gestures to the Pale Mother, and what's the plan with her then?
Knock her.
How well did
ass
Carlisle
out.
tie them up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you could give me I mean, you can also take time just to tie them up very well. I will say this:
Yeah.
whilst they're in the 500 feet range of the place, even though V can see it, you won't be able to land on it until she's out of the range. So it's while she has the curse. The curse is there as hiding it
okay.
from everyone else. So you'd have to find
the
a
better
rather
solution
yeah.
is to just remove her 500 feet from this so everyone, including the other Pilio here, can see it, essentially.
Yeah, they'd be able
Yeah.
to see it. Yeah, she's the blocker. She's the blocker from causing everyone to not be able to see it.
Well, okay, so we can either move her or we can short rest. I can remove the curse and then we go up.
But then she'll be able to see
I
it.
don't like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her at all.
Like,
You will be able to see
I
it.
mean, I don't trust her. Like, obviously, she just wants power and she wants revenge. I'm afraid we do that, she's just going to fly immediately and go kill them, the people who we could get answers from.
I mean, she's going to be
Potentially.
tied up, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I think I'm just gonna go tie them to a tree 500 feet away.
okay.
Just don't get lost.
Yeah.
I'll be right over there.
I
Before
do
you
think we
take
should
her,
short. I do think we should short rest though, gang. It's
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we can do that as well. Yeah, I would just tell the Pale Mother, like, I'm going to meet with this council.
Then join me. We can find them together.
Our causes are not aligned. They never will be. I cannot reason with someone who seeks strength above all, at the way that you do.
Tell me, my dear. These friends of yours, have they relied on you? Have you killed for them? Have you saved them with your sword?
We have saved each other many times.
I saved you from weakness. Your strength saving your friends is because of me.
You saved me with the intention of turning me into a puppet. For a god you don't understand, that I have killed. Save your words. I've heard enough.
When you hear their truths, dear girl, I'll be waiting.
Come on, let's
Just
go
walks
pick you out
away.
a nice tree.
That's so good.
Yeah, you could take her out to the. Are you hiding in somewhere in like a woodland area and like tying up there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to be as careful as he probably
I
should
love that
be
this
with putting him
conversation is
somewhere
probably
safe.
happening as V is carrying
Yeah.
over her shoulder,
I
and we're
would
just like
carry her
out.
over.
We're out of earshot, just resting, and it's
Yeah.
just like all happening.
You find a nice little tree somewhere, tie her up against it, and she looks up at you, Carlisle. Were you the one that saved her?
I was.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I am too. You're lucky.
Why's that?
You're really lucky. If it was up to me, you'd be dead. Take a bit of a break here. I'll try to remember where this tree is. Back in a bit. And Carlisle will get up and go back to the others.
She's class.
Amazing.
Yeah, you can return back to the others. Upon moving her 500 feet, as you're resting, the moment she breaks from the area, you can see it rippling away. You can see the trees being revealed as becoming much taller into the sky. The crystal bridges between them a couple 100 feet high. See the occasional flitting around of flying between different trees, but 6 very tall trees, which almost have kind of like hollowed out tops, which the Papilio live in. It's a kind of secret tree top, sanctuary.
I think I'll do a little bonfire. Do a little create bonfire, and then if V is here, I'd probably say, if the magic's lifted, we might need to get hold of those other Papilio before they see it and fly up there on their own.
Right.
Maybe have them wait here, or convince them to wait for us to go first.
Yes. Okay, she's gonna feeling very not sure of herself because she's never been able to or been allowed to address a crowd. She's gonna call out and try to emulate the way that Pale Mother would try to command her people to like gather.
You see there's this kind of hesitation, but several of them come out because you managed to get her to reveal her kind of not say her true self, but her kind of spiteful nature. So they're curious. They're hesitant but curious. They kind of wander over. A lot of them are holding their young kind of against themselves and looking up at you. But it's a good gathering of like probably closer to 100 Papilio who are in the Pale tribe, and they all kind of look up at you.
I do not have words of comfort or peace to bring you, and for that I'm sorry. I imagine a lot of you are scared and confused right now. But I can tell you that I intend to find answers, and I intend to give them to you. And I intend to make sure all of you feel you have a home to go to that is safe and yours. We intend to venture into the skies, to this old sanctuary Pale Mother spoke of. I beg of you, let us do this. Do not try to follow. I promise I will return. but just stay safe here until we are done.
I'm going to make you do 2 rolls. Whichever higher is the most effective, or they can both not be effective. The first is going to be a persuasion check. The second is going to be a strength intimidation. And this is basically determining, do they trust or do they fear you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If obviously
okay.
neither are successful, then they will not heed your words.
Yeah. Okay, persuasion first. 8.
Yeah, they look hesitant.
And then intimidation with strength. 17. I can also roll the bardic that Tat gave me during combat to add.
Yeah, do
is
that.
A D8, was it?
D10.
D10, nice, okay. Okay, there you go, so 23.
A sad thought is when you talk out of them, give your sincere words. You're not looking back at people who are kind of understanding. You look at back at people who are looking past you to the blood-soaked snow, and they look up at you with a fearful respect. They don't want to fly up there because you've told them it's safer. They don't want to fly up there because they are fearful of what you might do if they do.
Yeah.
You get the result, and they stay down here. They gather and they nod their heads and they slip into their homes, or they just watch from below.
Okay. All right. Whenever you're all ready.
Yeah,
all right,
let's go.
Feel free to knock off a short rest as well. You would be able to fly up there and kind of gathering... Oh, here's a question, actually. How does everyone fly up? A couple of you fly. A couple of you do not. Who's carrying who?
Carrie.
What's going on?
Can I get a Princess Carrie, please?
Carlisle can carry the lightest person in the group. No one else. So.
I'll carry as many people as I can.
Yeah, you could probably shoulder 2 of them, I imagine, whereas Carlisle probably 1.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm the lightest person,
I
so
do
I'll
be in-
go
I
Carlisle.
I do be in full plate.
Yeah. Morgan's definitely a workout. The Desmond's lighter than he used to be, though, so that's useful.
Yeah, I'm all metal. I'm
nice.
still wearing
Yeah.
plate, but
That's true. Yeah. So it's kind of like holding 2 kind of larger dumbbells. You're kind of carrying these 2 up.
if anything, I'll hold Biscuit a little bit to
Yeah.
let her fly up, and she can't carry me all the way, but she can alleviate some of the weight.
That's good.
Cute.
That's
There you
cute.
go.
So
The dog can fly?
yeah, I didn't even know Biscuit could fly at this point.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was a feature I got for
Man,
my new
Oh, you did? Yes.
legacy.
what can't this dog do except for connection?
real.
Flying all last combat 30 feet in the air.
Yeah. Keep up, hover. You would be able to, as a group, fly up past the tree line where you're at now, ever higher, getting a much kind of broader look over the crystalline forest that is the Wiltwood, and fly straight into the new town, the Sanctuary of Sula. Let me find a little bit of music. And then you would also see that this town has a little mini map I just made for the general things, but it goes from... You might be able to recognize the skull and bones down here where you were as the clearing on the left side.
During the
cool.
short rest, I will reattune with my weapon, you bastard.
Sorry, yes, you can do that for sure. So you guys were down here before, and now you'd be able to land on the Den of Sisters, which is the kind of you see there's kind of almost like balconies where they've designed it for Pilio to
How
land.
high up was this roughly?
250 feet.
100 feet, he
Yeah,
said.
200,
Wow,
300
okay.
feet.
They're pretty fucking high then.
Yeah, pretty high up into the
Lord.
sky.
Above the Wiltwood, too, where no one will come.
Yes.
Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, you're kind of looming. You can see the distant Wiltwood. These kind of 6 just broad and tall trees. And you would be able to fly all the way up and land on the Den of Sisters. The moment you land there, you can see kind of like into this hallway. The Den of Sisters is this each of the treetops, the kind of portion, the top portion of the tree has been hollowed out and turned into these kind of grandiose halls. The branches kind of wrap around almost like dome effects. On the inside, they would have cocoons to build these buildings. They've kind of almost like wrapped them around. The architecture here between the crystalline bridges going between each of the places is very kind of lot of hanging gardens, like silk kind of cocoons attached to each other inside. But the one in particular on the Den of Sisters is the moment you go in there, it has this kind of almost like a darkened sky you would see as it's still the evening, and you can see how it kind of glimmers and reflects off the two moons in the sky. But in particular, it almost like hides away Orth and only brings in the light from Sula, which kind of bounces around all these kind of reflective mirrors, lighting this portion up. The Den of Sisters in particular is the kind of almost entrance hall. You have a lot of Papilio wandering around in here, and there's a good couple hundred when you first land here. You can see them kind of walking in this kind of grandiose hall. In the center, you can see they've kind of almost got this like beautiful glass-like dome, which is kind of what absorbs all of the moonlight and spreads it across, almost absorbing into all the crystals. People are like wandering around in this area, but the moment you fly onto the balcony and kind of step into this bit, you see this kind of flittering of a group of guard flitter down and then land in front of you. All of them, I would say probably the vast majority of any soldiers you might see, and there's not many, are women. It's a very kind of almost like maternal driven
like matriarchal.
Species. Matriarchal, so is the word I'm thinking, not maternal. Yeah, matriarchal society. It's you see they're kind of very toughened and very reminiscent of the ones you saw in the woods that you managed to scare off. They wear the masks, similar masks. You can see they're almost like the Pale Mother created a poor representation, or like a cheapened representation of what the actual guard look like. But they're fine. They've got crystal armor that they've kind of woven into their fur, and they hold weapons of crescent as they stand there in kind of a formation looking at you. A bunch of other Papilio kind of back off, and you see this one step forward. She's grey in her coloration, and she steps forward and looks at you and goes, "I am Old Toa of the Papilio. Who are you?"
What language is she speaking in?
I think she was speaking Common.
True.
She was speaking Common because she sees there's a bunch of strangers here.
I am a vessel from the clan of the Pale Moon, or better known as the Pale Mother's clan, previously Mother of Wailing.
They tighten their formation. She kind of looks across you.
I do not come on her behalf. I've only just learned the truth of this place. I am seeking answers, not strife.
You're the child who was lost. She leans down to her knee and bows her head to you. And then stands. Where is the Pale Mother?
Oh, a tree about 500 feet that way, tied up real good.
Is she under guard?
Not currently, she wouldn't be.
Tell us exactly
Not
where.
currently. Oh, right away. Carlisle would have absolutely pinpointed it. There's more of a bluff than let's see if I remember.
She turns to a few of the guard and kind of lets out this little buzzing sound. You'd hear the and you'd understand she's saying, "Go, make sure that no one gets to her." And then you see a few of them kind of fly past you and go down. She looks at you, V, and the friend goes, "I cannot speak whether you are welcome here. Only the mothers can grant entry. You'll be brought before them. Do not try anything. We are a peaceful people,
wouldn't.
but we know how to fight." And she turns, there's a kind of an instinct to fly, but she keeps on her feet. And you see the guard kind of like, almost like flitter around your group and escort / almost like protectively march you out of the den here. You see kind of a crowd of Papilios gather behind. They're kind of watching from afar and walking you along the crystalline bridge towards the Den of Mothers. You see a series more of the Crescent Guard standing at the gates there, and they'll lead you inside. The moment you step in, you would see there's these kind of almost, it's this great big woven hall. You can see they not only hollow it out, but they patch up any of the patches with like great silk tapestry and kind of almost like fill it with various colors. So you can see this kind of massive dome-like room with 4 seats. And you can see they've almost kind of been like carved in, very similar to your sword V. They've got the kind of crescent moon shapes as they go along. These 4 seats that go almost like kind of crescent shape. You can see the kind of central one, or towards the middle is the mother of the new. You can see the kind of like blanket slate there, and you can see the waning and waxing seat. And then just to the side, you see also the full moon seat as well, which is vacant. Both the waning, waxing, and new are all filled. The mother of the new is this. She is this beautiful amber color. That kind of flows down and kind of almost like her furs, this orange and purples. The mother of the waxing is a bluish color in their form, and the mother of waning is grey. With the vacant seats still sat there, you see the 3 of them kind of look up to you. The mother of the new is definitely, even though the colorations are quite prominent, you can see they're almost graying, where they're almost like fading over time, definitely marking some age. They have the kind of way more, it seems like Pilio almost become a little bit more bug-like as they kind of get older, and so you can see they've kind of got more of a fur, their eyes are broader, very similar to the Pale Mother, and they sit in their kind of chairs, you're led into this large chamber and brought forward. And the mother of New stands when she sees you, V. My dear. Do you have wings right now, V? Do you have the kind of the wings you described?
She would have tucked them away when they landed. It's a lot.
Yeah. She goes, you have come after all of this time.
I'm sorry, I do not understand.
Of course you don't. Are you here on behalf of her?
Not on her behalf, no. I simply seek answers. The truth, of which I've just learned so much.
She sits down back on the chair, and you see the guards kind of still standing pretty close to you. You and your friends are welcome. We have begun speaking of more truths here within our sanctuary since the former mother left. What questions do you seek answers to?
Do you know what she has done? Do we raise vessels up, worshipping blood, priming them?
No. The Pale Mother, as she goes by, was once a young and prospecting priestess of our sanctuary. We are a peaceful people. That was not always the case. When I was a young larva in the home we once called, things were much different. We only discovered what she was doing to all of you when we came to rescue you. When we came to bring you back. And it was with a saddened heart, my dear, that the last time I saw you, you were a monster to us.
You were there.
We saw.
You were trying to help us to...
We were trying to save you. You and the others that were stolen away from us. My dear, you must understand that your birth was a miracle. One that we've only experienced twice since we moved here. Once being you, the other time your mother. Our people were once Fae. We lived on the border of where the Dark Fae now live, within the depths of the Feywild. In the Feywild, it does not have two moons in the same way that the material plane does, this world does. Not exactly. Sula is the primary moon in the Feywild, and Orth is the primary one in the Shadowfell. But because the two overlap somewhat, you can see a blinking, transparent nature of the other. Our people were once far stronger. We worshipped and were part of the Court of the Moon. Our closest friends were the Court of the Sun, more reminiscent of butterflies, but the Sun Pilio is what we called them. When the Dark Fae began to extinguish the courts and expand their territory, the other courts did not trust us. We worshipped darkness, after all, or the light within dark, that is. Even the own Sun Pilio pushed us away from worshipping Sula. We were forced into the depths of the Dark Fae's territory. We were weak, enslaved by them, used by them, killed and slaughtered. Until we discovered Orth. It empowered us, yes. Under its blood moon, as transparent and distant as it was, our people became strong. But for the wrong reasons. When I was a young girl, we were the warrior clan. The greatest in the Feywild. The front lines of all the battles, the courts feared us. The power we could resonate. We slaughtered and reveled in it. The four chairs, as you see them here, existed then, but a darker version. But our mother of the fool, the responsibility to create our people and make them push for strength, suggested one strong thing. There is strength in no longer fighting this war. There is strength in peace. She conjured a plan to leave that place, to escape that endless war, to find sanctuary elsewhere. She dreamed this place up, and they killed her for it. But others, when I was young, myself, 2 others, along with many others who shared such a belief, escaped a dreadful place and founded this sanctuary in her name. Since then, my dear, we've worshipped Sula as we did so very long ago. And we've felt peace once more. We did not want to fill the final seat. The seat of the full moon was not ours to take. It was a warning of violence and blood and war. And only one born under a solar eclipse could ever take that seat. And then one was. She had so much prospect, so much belief. She reminded me of that once great seat. The mother that I knew that discovered all of this. She had many clutches of eggs, but only one other was born under a solar eclipse, my dear. You. We believed you would take over from her position once you had learned the ways of a priestess. Until our mother of the waning moon, the pale mother, denied our ways, and we forbid them to share anything about Orth. We feared what it would do to you, to others, to worship such an entity. And when your dear mother refused it as well, the pale mother told everyone, all of our people. We were not prepared for this truth to come out. But it came out. And when it did, we exiled her. We planned to remove her wings and ground her before she could. Her and her followers stole 3 children, 3 larvae. One from the blue, one from amber, one from grey. She personally came to take you. She saw some kinship in the fact that you were both born of the pale fur. But your mother protected you. Your father protected you. And they did so with their dying breath. When she took you and the others, she took future from us. We hunted for you, my dear. We tried to find you. It took years to do so, but we did eventually. And our allies here, who know war better than we do, helped us build a force to try and get you back. But we saw what you'd become. So we left. For that I am sorry.
Do not. I was twisted into a weapon. It's all I've ever known. Well, almost all. She looks at her companions. I do not blame you for... I understand.
It is wrong. You see the waning mother leans up and says, "Has she found us? Where does she lie?"
Bit that way. Base of a tree. Currently guarded, I think now.
You see the captain of the guard. She leans her head down. Upon their instructions, we have sent out guards to make sure that she is not escaping. They captured her.
She created an entire doctrine to fuel her quest for vengeance against you all. And everyone from my tribe, my people, they did not know any better.
And Mother of the New Moon kind of leans forward. Upon her leaving, We had to stop hiding so many truths from our people. There were those who did not understand and acted irrationally at the time. Not quite as irrationally as she did. We had to learn forgiveness for misunderstanding. Will they be a danger to us?
I can't make any promises, but they looked so terrified when I spoke to them all. I think they are lost, confused. They need a guiding light, a moon to follow.
And we shall house them. Our
Thank
people
you.
are too few in this world. We were told that your wings were removed.
Yes.
There is no greater punishment for one of our kind than to do that. And though we cannot restore them to you, we'd welcome you as one of us, whether you can fly, walk, or otherwise.
You have already shown me more kindness than I ever knew at home, if I could even call it that. So thank you for that. My parents died trying to stop her from taking me, yes.
Yes.
And Orth. How does... Is there any truth to what the Pale Mother raised us to believe? That our soul is within our blood, that it returns to the source one day when we die, that the blood moon will bring about a new dawn.
I do not know what happens to us when we die. Do I think it is some servant of blood? No. Our people existed far before that. But what I do know, one of the roles as a young priestess was to help guide the sick, the weary of our kind, to make them feel safe in their final moments. And all of them describe seeing the bright moon beckoning them and felt peace. I don't believe there is some entity of darkness drawing us in. We are not beings of darkness. We're beings of light. We're just drawn to the brightest source in the darkest moment.
This is a lot.
I could not feign to understand. But you and your friends are welcome here in the sanctuary. We have chambers that will be more than suitable for you. And the Den of Strangers is not far from here. We have many, not unlike you, that stay with us and are protected. Our sanctuary is open to you for as long as you need it. Welcome.
Tack would lean over to V and whisper, should we tell them about... What if we started calling him V2?
Yeah.
He might be one of the other
Yes.
kids that is taken.
There is another like me. There might be others, but a vessel of the Azure. Blue.
Yes, we could not rescue any when we came to find you all, but we knew there was one of grey, of blue, and of amber as well. Have you seen the one of amber?
Is that the sleepy one?
Yeah, I think so.
So we've met them all.
Yeah. Yes.
She was alive
Just
then.
earlier. I believe so.
You see her kind of lean back in the chair.
Like, I'm glad we didn't kill her. I must ask, as someone who has been raised to do what they are told all their lives, and this sudden importance of my birth, She looks to the empty chair.
Do we expect you to take the seat?
Yes. Do you?
The one thing that we've learned from the Pale Mother that we should take away is the one positive that came out of all of that is that we thought we knew too much. We were too confident in our beliefs of a system that worked. You are a warrior. To force you into a kind of life where you remain in our sanctuary as a warning for a danger to come. It is not for us to say. Every one of us that is born here should be able to make a choice. We hid our people away and disallowed them to leave for fear that our home would be found and... well... But the truth is that we were just as guilty as the Pale Mother. We hid truths for too long. We made demands of our people. Perhaps your birth was a sign of change. You are bound by no duty to us, my dear. But you have a home here if you wish it. Whenever you wish it.
She looks relieved, but almost there's a slight disappointment there, and she can't help herself from blurting out the next part. What is my purpose? I feel lost.
What makes you feel safe? What makes you feel like you're doing something? Anything?
Traveling with my friends. They make me feel safe. Carlisle is the one that saved me. And that was the day my life changed for the better. And then I began traveling with the rest of them as well.
And have you not answered it? Why do you need a greater purpose than that? Your purpose simply can be whatever road makes you happiest. Whatever does the most good.
Is that okay?
Of course it's okay. I never wanted to become a priestess when I was younger. I didn't want to join the wars. I didn't want to serve in this seat and talk of prophecy in our people and lead. I wanted to weave tapestries. I wanted to see the sights of the Feywild that was spoken about by our mothers and our grandmothers. I wanted to see the grand courts themselves. Not all of us get to do the thing that we want to do. So perhaps your purpose is to do it for us. If you do change your mind at any point, the seat will be remaining vacant. Perhaps in your later years, if travel takes a hold of you, you can perhaps encourage new Pilio to follow in your footsteps.
Thank you.
I'm just sorry that we could not have saved you at the time. But perhaps it was the right thing. For those who have understood you best, saved you instead. And as I said to all of you, our home is welcome to you.
Thank you.
May I ask a question of you all? We have not known punishment and pain for a long time. We struggled when dealing with our exiled mother. What would you do with her? For her murders, her betrayal, her treatment of your kin. What punishment befits that?
She looks to you all.
Can't stop talking about how much she wants to go back to the Feywild.
I don't think I can have much of a comment on this one. Well, I'll say this. We didn't get to have much of a childhood because they took that from her. Same with the other two. If I had it my way, they wouldn't have survived the fight down there.
And she looks to Morgan, Desmond, and V, seeking counsel.
If this had been done to any of you, she looks at her companions. The thought fills me with fury. I would want to watch the lights leave their eyes. But I don't feel that. I feel a disconnect.
She looks to you, Desmond, and Morgan.
Well, professionally, I'm in the business of imprisoning. Though I'm not sure it fits the crime. Just be told the curse they carry means they'll never find their way home.
That was our intention. And she looks to you, Desmond, finally.
I'm not sure if we've kept a tally so far, but feels like we're pretty all in favor on what we should decide. If I find the person who took my childhood from me, I know what I'd do. It was hard for me to pull my shots when we were fighting her, is all I'm gonna say.
Understandable. Then the vote is this. Death. Or we send her to the Feywild.
What do you think she will do if she were to go to the Feywild? In your experience with her?
Well, it depends. She's never been. She didn't see what I saw as a child. I don't think she would survive long there. But maybe, for the first time, she will have her eyes opened and see what we have. She thinks we were strong then. But I think the strongest thing our people have ever done is leave. The worst that will happen is that she will fall in line with them and die as so many of our Pilio did. In a meaningless war. But perhaps this is too much for her. She would have a change of heart. It is whether she deserved that or not. But we can decide this if you wish.
May I discuss it with my companions?
Of course.
And may we take a look around? She looks a little curious.
Please. Envelop yourselves in our world. In your world. And we do have foods that are suitable for everyone. As much as we can bear. Could you tell me, before you leave, where was the last place you saw the Amber One?
Yeah, it was in a clearing, right?
Carlisle kind of pinned that down with a survival check or something.
Yeah, sure.
27.
They were
He described like the path they took.
She nods and she goes, kind of sends him out. You'd hear she kind of whispers into her in Papillion. She looks to the captain of the guard, Sevos, and goes, please, go retrieve my daughter. And then they flit out. She looks at all of you. Enjoy the comforts of our home. And be at peace here. Allows you all to leave the Den of Mothers. We'll take a 5-minute break there, and then you can explore the little town after you're done, and see where your feet take you next. All right, we're back. All right, chat, we're going to unmute. Okay, hello. Welcome back in.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, man. Hey. Welcome back in. You have several locations you can go to. We just had the conversation. Yes?
Before we go, could Carlisle hang back for a minute?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as the others for the room.
Walk up to the mothers, and he would just kind of like quietly ask, just so they have it in case it's something important to them, and it does exist. Did her parents ever give them a name?
No, I don't believe they did.
Okay.
When one is being pushed into a priestess, you're not given a name.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out either way. I just, just want to check.
In the little I've seen of her, though, her mother was much the same. Strong. And indecisive. For as little as it might mean, and as little as it might help, I believe she would be proud to see what has come of at the very small lava.
All right. Well, thank you. Carl, I'll try to catch up to the others.
Yeah, you'd be like midway across the bridge going back towards the den in the center, which leads you to several other places. You can see the captain of the guard would kind of turn around to all of you and say, our home is built into several places. You have that way is the Den of Lava. This is where all of the young go through their metamorphosis from beginning through to end. We have egg clutches there, little lava, schooling of sorts, and everything that you need to become strong. That way is the Den of Crescent Blade. This is where we train our soldiers and any of those protecting our home and hunters for our food and gathering. The Den of Color is through there. This is the majority of our homes and housing. You'll find various people here. Around here, you might find some various places to eat. She points over towards like a corner where you can see they've kind of a massive cocoon shape. There is food there. We have trader here who trade in goods. And then finally, the Den of Strangers. You will find a home for yourselves. Feel free to pick out any of the vacant ones we have woven together. We are never sure when we are going to get guests. There are several more similar to your kinds living here, along with several gods. So please do make yourselves at home.
I feel it is a lot.
A little overwhelmed.
Right. Yes. I feel like a weight has been lifted, but I also feel like I've picked up several more.
Well, not sure we can exactly rest just yet. Tour was nice and all, but we still have all the Pilio back down there.
Yes. We should send them up here. I still feel I have so many questions, but it's so hard to think of them in the moment.
Well, it doesn't look like this place is going to go anywhere, so you have a little bit of time.
Yes.
And to their credit, they also don't seem to be rushing you. So, when you have questions, you can ask them.
I am sad that this is not the life I knew, but I don't know if I would have met all of you if I had been raised here. So there is at least that light in the darkness. Okay.
I'm sure that
we should-
there's another version of V who grew up here and has much more normal friends than you do.
I could not dream of a better group of people to spend my days with. That is enough feelings. She's like, let me go tell the mother of the new that we will send them up.
I'll probably need to prepare a space for them.
Right. Yeah, she'll dart back over. You guys are welcome to follow. She kneels because she's so used to doing that to authority, but then
she
she's
shakes
like,
her head.
Sorry, old habits. It is all right if I send my people up here now.
They will have a home. We'll make sure we weave cocoons before the nightfall.
Thank you. She's gonna take her sword off her back and lay it down. This was, I was told, a ceremonial blade for blood. But I imagine this is not true.
No. You are born of the blood moon, but no creature named Blood. That sword was wielded by the mother of the full moon that I knew when we first escaped. It was her blade that she used in war, and it met the flesh of many. But it also was the first thing that she threw down when she demanded that our people find safety and peace. We brought that with us as a reminder of it is equally as strong to wield it as it is to holster it. It is a ceremonial blade, but it represents so much more than blood.
Do you think she would be okay with me using it?
I did not know her well. I was young when I joined as the priestess. But the one thing I remember of her, she regretted the war. She regretted using her blade to cut down those who were once family, those who were once not far from the Pilio. She despised the war between the Dark Fae and the Fae. If you're using that blade to slay those who deserve it, you've put it to better use than she ever did.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
I'm going to go get my people
Yes.
and send them.
If you would need one of us to fly you down there, do not hesitate to ask anyone.
I'm sorry.
No, it's so funny you said that in the group chat because I also
I just didn't want to say it in like during the.
Please. About that halfling V fucking bisected and shoved in a barrel. And it's so funny you say that because when she said that, I was like, man, should I bring up the fact that I like bathe in blood? Like that's kind of fucking crazy. Like, there's still some stuff to unpack here.
Yeah.
You're damaged. You're damaged.
I'm
lot going on.
damaged, dude.
Just a little damaged.
It's a lot going on. Yeah. Yeah, she offered to help us fly people down, is that right?
She said to offer you to fly you down.
Oh. Oh, she still doesn't know, right. Nah, I got wings. No. It's like my Joker moment. No, she would say, the Pale Mother may have clipped my wings, but I found a means to another way to fly. She'll like slowly unfurl them, not as dramatically as she did in the woods, and like with a look of like, I don't know, like slight like concern or like worry on her face, because she knows it's quite gruesome and it's a whole bloody affair, these wings.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad she couldn't have taken everything from you. Send them up.
Thank you. She'll leave. All right. You can go get them.
Okay. You get to flitter down to the base. You see them all gathered there, all kind of looking up, hopeful to go up to the top. And they see as you kind of land down, and all kind of looking towards you.
Sorry, someone looking towards me? Sorry,
Yeah,
my cat.
that's okay.
Sorry.
Bree's just distracted. What?
just staring
I was saying,
at
She's overwhelmed. She's like, "Oh, everything here.
when you flew down there, that all the people of the
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
they're all looking up towards you.
Yes. I could tell before that they were scared.
Scared them, yeah. Mhm.
Right. Okay. She's going
before she starts talking, can I use the help action?
Yes, yes, you can.
Yay.
As they're like walking up, Tack will be like, just project and be confident. They just want to know that you know what you're talking about and that they're going to be okay.
Right. Thank you. She's gonna take her sword off her back and lay it down, and instead of standing to talk, she is just going to sit. Try to be as non-intimidating as possible. I met with the council in the skies above, the sanctuary of Sula. They have graciously extended their open arms to all of you and are creating nests for all of you as I speak. I know this is confusing and a lot to take in, but your lives are now yours to decide what you do with, what truths you choose to believe. I encourage all of you to go to the sanctuary, ask questions, seek answers, and stay if you would like to. It seems like a safe, good place. They are of a peaceful type. And for those of you that do not wish to go, perhaps we could offer refuge in our traveling town. you will also be safe and have food and shelter. I wish I had more to offer. I've only just learned all the answers myself today, and I still have many more questions. Many of you know me as Vessel. You may know me as just V from now on.
Roll a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage. And because Tech's helping, I'll give you a D10 free bardic inspiration you can add to this.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You do get a bardic
Okay,
inspiration.
I'm gonna roll that D10. Oh, okay.
Oh,
19.
that helps big time. It goes from hesitation, but with Tech's comfort and words there, you see there's a kind of a general, like, I think confusion takes over. Not confusion as they don't know what to do, but more so that they were expecting to be ordered around once again. For the first time, they feel like they've been given a choice. And curiosity takes over, and you see a few of them flit up first and begin flying. And then others see those and start flying after them. You see others pick up their larvae and kind of hold them and then fly up. And as a group, just kind of all flitter off the ground and into the treetops above, where homes are built and found for them. You can see, for all of the rest of you stood up there still, you'd see they kind of gather and, you know, they're welcome into the halls. Come on in, come this way. And they kind of like lead them to the different places. And like, we have plenty of room. Choose which race you want to go. And they kind of had this kind of general conversation and curiosity as they're moved into their kind of their new homes. Not a single one would stay behind.
Oh, good.
With that said, then, you are all rather down in the ground or up above. Where do you want to go?
I mean, if we have time, I would just love to see, like, you know, where I was born.
I don't know if we can pencil that in.
Yeah, kind of on the clock, man.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It'll
I'd
only
like a
take 5
sandwich,
minutes.
but like,
Could use a
They
bite
might
to
be able to make you a
eat.
sandwich, man.
Let's
Yeah.
pick up food. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you'd
I
head
bet
up.
the trader's got some weird shit, man.
Oh yeah, right?
You would be able to kind of like go up into the main den, the Den of Sisters, named for the two moons kind of in the sky, and you can see as the moonlight glimmers around, it's definitely the moons are starting to fade away. It's starting to become kind of morning here, so people are starting to pack in, but it's still the kind of late night shops and whatnot open. Some people are feasting. And kind of over in the large kind of open faced cocoon that's serves food constantly throughout the day. Where would you like to go? So you got choices. Obviously, you've seen the Den of Mothers. You've been present at the Den of Sisters. But is there any of the other places you want to go, or do you want to look around here? What do you want to do first? Food shops or
Food. What they got?
okay?
Food.
Yeah, you'd be able to go over towards, like I said, the big open-faced cocoon area where they've got all of the kind of almost like they built makeshift tables by just weaving them out of the actual cocoon itself and like almost like lumps. And you kind of sit down around on like just softened pillows around like stumps that are used as places to eat. And you see that there's a few people straggling in and out. You see one Pilio, a blue one, wanders over to your group and looks across all of you and says, We're expecting to do a lot of late night food here tonight, considering the amount of Pilio who are entering. So we'll try to get anything you wish. Looks across all of your group except for you, V. Is there some sort of dietary thing that you might need? Otherwise, we have various plants that are we kind of mush together. We have various mushrooms and whatnot. We have nectar.
don't overwhelm me all at once.
Plant mush?
have
Like what the hell?
Plant mush, we have.
Yes, we have nectar drinks, various things there. We have. It depends on what you are wishing to taste, but most of us, it depends. Would you like to eat something more akin to what we're used to, or would you like something that is more suitable for you? We also have silks if you wish to feast upon them. We know that they're not for the palates of outsiders.
Do you have alcohol?
We do have some. It is expensive, though. We traded from one of the traders in the Strangers, so...
They drink alcohol. She looks at all of you. It is still hitting me. It is...
Yes.
So much was lies.
We will see what we can muster up. We do not have much. We trade for quite a lot for this. And you see him kind of flick to the back, and he comes out with kegs. And you can see, like, rips them off. You can see they're kind of attached to the wall, and he pulls them off with the silk, and he puts the big keg down, and he goes, and he pulls out these kind of almost like larger acorn-shaped cups, and then pours this kind of frothy ale into each of them, and puts them in front of him. He goes, yes, we have 1.5 kegs remaining. Apologies if this is not enough for you. We trade quite expensive things for this.
Sorry. It was just a question.
Right.
At least not what not.
It's not good ale. It's definitely cheap ale that they bought for expensive prices.
Yeah.
Do they accept
I'll
gold,
have,
or is it like... So, yeah.
I was gonna have Carlisle say, I'll have whatever you recommend.
Yes.
Me too.
Very well. I'll get a platter of foods for you that you can all share together. You do not need to trade for anything here. The food should be provided to anyone inside of our sanctuary. They wander off to the back, and you can hear like kind of like grinding up different portions of plants and whatnot. And not long before they come over with almost like a large charcuterie board, but you've got this, it's almost like a mortar and pestle dish of loads of different kind of plants thrown together and crushed up, and what fills the brim. You've got kind of a little plate of various lines of silk, and they've all been, and he says like, we've produced these this day. I regurgitated these ones these days. These flavored of all of the various plants in the area. And then you see there's these kind of cups, small kind of like long cups, filled to the brim with this almost like amber-like nectar in them. We've got 3 nectar ones, 3 tree sap of kind. And then we have mushrooms here, and he kind of lavers all these different mushrooms. We've chopped these with root vegetables and other things that you surface dwellers like to eat. And then we also have, and he kind of puts this like plate of raw meat onto the table. It's a little slab of almost like a tomahawk steak just on the side, but completely raw. And this, of course, is for those who are carnivorous in nature.
Thank you very much. I don't know where to start.
Yes, I will recommend the silk. I believe that your kind struggles to digest it over time. If you need anything more.
You're a doctor. Can we eat silk?
Can we? Surely we can. He's probably right. It's probably not a very easy thing to eat or digest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it might get stuck a little bit inside, but if you chew it up well enough, maybe.
Well, there's only one way to find out, Morgaine. Carlisle will hesitantly reach out towards the silk. Honestly, more so because he's trying to be so polite right now here.
Dad!
But he's also not a picky eater. I think he's very... most of the other stuff in here is stuff he's quite probably used to eating.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's not an issue. It's just the silk.
The silk is not pleasant. It is like chewing a line of silk with almost there's a slight honey flavor to it, but the thing is, once you're chewing it, it is like, imagine just taking like a silk jumper and chewing on it. It doesn't seem to kind of go, and then the flavor wears off after a bunch of chewing. It's hard to swallow.
Really lingers.
You'd see on a table nearby.
I think I'm gonna go for the vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah, Tack will be eating vegetables.
Struggling to get through that.
I might be on this for the rest of the day.
Do not feel pressure. What can we give them? I know he said it's free, but I want to help them.
Well, we can give them coin. And we should certainly find out what they paid for this beer, because it is terrible.
Mm. Mm.
Carlisle.
We didn't bring the wagon. They could have some really interesting tasting silk if we got the wagon.
Are
I'm
you sure your
concerned.
stomach can handle that?
I'll be that's a later Carlisle problem.
Uh, um, is it okay for me to try alcohol? Oh, she looks all over you.
Don't try this. No.
Oh.
Try some of
Again.
this.
It's awful.
Carlisle has more of his alcohol that he made with the camp. Slide some of that over.
How close are we to the edge of the... Have we got like a balcony table?
Yeah, you could get a balcony table for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Morgaine would like throw the ale off the side and
Yeah.
then, like, hold out the keg to like Carlisle to get a little bit of the good stuff.
Here you go.
It is so weird. Knowing that this will not taint my soul, like I was told.
It's not going to taint your soul. You might not like the taste.
It still might.
Yeah.
Just temporarily. Loosens you
I'll
up a
sniff
bit.
it. Sniff it first.
Yeah, you get that strong whiff of ale. Watered down though, but still it's pretty strong if you never tried it before.
She's gonna do that thing where, like, when you have a cup and she's like,
Yeah.
like, tasting it but not like wanting to commit to it. What's it taste like?
It is quite dark. It's got a bit of a bitter taste to it. But at the end, you kind of got this kind of oaky feel from like the oaky taste from the keg it's been inside. But if it's your first time tasting alcohol, it definitely tastes strong. It definitely hits the back of your tongue.
Just so good.
There are
That stuff's poison, you know.
options out there.
It is poison.
It'll
Maybe
ruin
they
you.
were right.
Morgaine's gonna replace the cup in his hand with the nectar cup and then just like add it to
Oh shit. Okay, she'll taste that.
Yeah, this feels like you've been missing out on a primary food that is built for your kind. It is immediately sweet. It kind of warms your mouth and your belly. It's so like it's quite almost quite it's thick. It's definitely like it's closer to like a smoothie or like a dark smoothie kind of texture. And you can kind of just you'd probably knock it back similar to when Tack drank blood. It's almost like you don't even realize, but your body almost craves it. And you've been probably eating like more bare bones versions of this with the sap. Seems like they've kind of extracted it deep from these trees, but it's delicious.
That was really good.
You'd
It's a relief.
as you're kind of all sat down eating, you'd hear this, and this probably 10.5 to 11 feet tall, very broad humanoid figure, topless with a human kind of very like ripped abs and chest and large muscles, but with the head of a snow leopard. The head of a snow leopard kind of wanders in, ducks his head under the doorway, goes and sits on his own table, sits down, looks and nods his head to the Pipit and goes, "Ah, yes, I'll have another if you can, my friend." And they go and put like a series of silk on his table, and he brings it up, and you see him kind of pull out this small little kind of like scroll-like book, and he begins chewing it and kind of pulling his teeth as he's like reading. His eyes like flicker up to all of you, and then back down. "Hello? Are you new here?
Very.
Well, welcome to the sanctuary." And he kind of looks back down at his scroll, reads like a couple more lines, and looks up and goes, "Are you staying?"
I don't think we planned to right now.
How long have you been here?
A long time. Maybe 1,000 years.
What?
1,000 years?
Give or take. You stop counting after such a time. Kind of holds a bit of silk out his teeth and puts it down.
How old are you?
Oh, I must be 4, maybe 5,000. Again, you don't count time. Why, how old are you?
20.
I don't actually know. Yeah, I'm 12 years old.
Desmond be like,
Yes. I'm Tofu. A pleasure to meet you. Oh, yeah.
Tofu?
Yeah, Tofrul. It's TOPH apostrophe RUL. Tofu.
For a second there, I was worried his name was Tofu, and I was like, damn, that's
I
thought it was tofu.
He kind of nods his head over towards all you. Yes, I've been here for quite some time since, well, my people were hunted down, so.
Oh.
Yes.
You're here to hide? Or?
Initially, but you know, it's home as much as it is for many others now. Yes, I was, what do you call it on the outside? Well, I'm a god, but, here I'm just Tofu.
What do you mean, a god?
A deity, a force of worship, a being of grandiose power.
I thought they said guard when they were mentioning who lives here.
Oh, no.
Desmond, you need to take care of your ears. You have to clean them now.
Well,
yeah.
I thought it was God, but then I thought to myself, no, that's absurd, right? Am I the only one?
I wouldn't think too much of it. It is, many are gods.
They are?
Well, yes, by the simplest definition, I'm sure. Do you have books for trade, by chance?
We might have some.
Oh, yeah. Do you want books?
I would
Might have some around.
Takes off my backpack and dumps a lot of storybooks.
He walks over, just pulls up one of the two of the cushions, puts them down, and just sits with all of you at your table. Well, may I indulge in some of these? Just getting terribly
Oh,
cramped.
absolutely. I'll start sorting them in order of my favorite to least favorite.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, good. Yes. So, are you passing by? You're passing through. How did you find the place?
It is a long story.
V is originally from here. Gestures to V.
I know you. You're the dangerous one. When we were seeking you out. That's you.
Oh, you were.
Yes.
That wasn't me, necessarily.
Don't worry, I've seen worse. It was horrifying. Don't worry. But I'm glad you found some means of peace. But yes, I aided in that whole ordeal. But nasty business, really. Glad to see you on the other end, though. Are you some sort of circus group, or?
Oh, Project.
Circus group.
Yes.
we're gonna like choke on the ale.
Carlisle will choke more on the silk.
It feels that way
Adventurers.
sometimes.
Adventurous. Well, good. Well, welcome here. This is, yes, it's a fine place. There's not too much to do, but I know in your fleeting lives you like to, find as much to do as possible, but it's a good place to settle down if you ever need to. May I keep these? He kind of gestures to the books. What would you like for them?
You can keep some of them. I have copies
Yes.
back at camp. He'll split about half of the pile up.
He looks in his. The others, may I copy them then?
Oh, can you do that? Just how long would that take?
Well, how long are you staying for?
How long are we staying for?
Maybe another day.
Oh, I could do it in an hour. Yes. Phew, I thought you were on your way
Oh
out.
my god.
He takes one of the books, and you see he kind of just places, he unravels a bunch of parchment, places his hand on the book, and as you lift it, you see a bunch of ink comes off his hand, and he places the hand back on the parchment, you see it appears and embolds in it, and he flicks his hand, and flicks the page and starts doing it to each page as he looks at you.
What the fuck?
Well, I didn't mean to disturb you. What would you like for this?
What do you have?
I have a few things I could trade, I suppose. Pulls off a ring. But a ring of warmth?
What else you got?
Takes
Do
on.
it, do it just make you
got any
warm?
magic beans? Anything
Yeah,
cool?
any beans?
You got beans on you?
Oh, I do
I
have
don't want
magic
any more
beans,
of these
yes.
fucking beans.
Oh,
But
we haven't seen
Do you have
those
like a
in
list
so
of
long.
the things you got?
I'm not a shopkeeper, but I mean, I could see what I can do if you want to do some trading. I can go back to my cocoon and see if I've got anything that might pick your fancy.
What are you the god of?
In my younger years, I was a god of knowledge. Though, to an extent, I represented the snow leopard in the regions I come from. But that was in Last. It's much further east from here. We were pushed out.
By who?
Well, but not your kind, closer to their kind. The Southerners, the ones who followed something called Lux, long ago, they would find people like my own, and, well, they were not very polite. Myself and my worshippers fled west. Many of us found this place, but they're all long dead now, so it's just me.
This curse that lingers over the forest, what do you know about it?
Well, I know that it has damaged the forest. I know that it was not here when I got here. It is strange. Up here you won't feel it. Along with their protections, they put a frequency out there that prevents it from being heard up here, but it is voices in the wind. There's another one of the gods in the Den of Strangers that knows a little bit more. She was suffered under its course for a while. The Wailing Witch is what she's called. It is a force to be reckoned with. It is the force of a creature that is obsessive, making you seek your darkest desires. I don't know when it came along, but it is a voice in the wind. Further north is where it gets strongest. That's what we've heard. The hunting parties don't like to go out that way.
The curse gets worse the further north you go.
Yes, curses. I deal in removing curses, so I wouldn't call this one a curse necessarily. More, this is when it's a god that is misbehaving. An unfortunate one. But I think the closer you get to them, the worse it gets. Out here, it's
You
not
deal in
so bad.
curses.
I deal in curses, yes. But it was something that
Perhaps
I
you could
did for
take
my
a look
people.
at one for us.
Of course. Are you sure it is a curse?
Be the hood.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, she would pull out the hood and hand it over.
He looks across it. Ah, This is the dealer's work, is that right? No.
I believe so.
He lifts up. No, that's the dancer. I get the two confused. These fey gods are tricky. Yes, I could remove that.
Oh,
You
Not
can?
simply, but I could remove it with something simple as, well, about that voice you heard. The curse of the woods you were wondering about. If you can get a vial of whatever that is, removes that curse easy. Be it blood or some sort of condensed magic of it. However you want to, fling the fancy there. But if is it a voice of desire, this is a hood of desire. Do you want it removed?
I think so,
Ideally.
yes.
Yes, well, you've come to the right god. Sorry for invading your privacy during this, though. I'll
That's
finish
quite
up with
all
these
right.
books, and I'll find something to trade with you, I suppose. I don't know what I might have, but I'm sure I could find something.
Do you
how-
part with books that you have?
I could, yes. I'm not attached to any of them anymore. They are old and in a scripture that you likely won't be able to read, but... Yes?
What was the name of the book that I encountered on the side adventure when we split up? One about Kaiva.
Oh! Yeah, let me
Hmm.
find it. You see if I have to find the
I can't
episode.
remember the name of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I want to ask if he's ever heard of that book, basically.
Yes. I don't know, 1 sec. Let me find out what episode that was, and I'll find it in my notes. Because you have it as an item, don't you?
I think Benji's character ate it.
He did eat it. He did eat it.
Fucking
Yeah,
wild.
I think he ate it.
Insane.
but I was able to glean some information before he ate it.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, let me see.
But he's been alive a long time, so I'm just wondering if he's ever crossed it or in
Yes.
Reddit or.
It'd be in episode 58, I think. So let me find it.
I'm looking at my notes too. Apologies, I just thought of that.
No, it's good. I've just got to find it in the old bookshop area. 958?
Yeah, when
No,
he
that seems right.
when he started copying the text, it reminded me of Benji's character.
Yeah, me too. Totally.
It'd be around here. I'm going to find it in a second. Where was it? Episode 60, maybe. I'm trying to think. You didn't get it? Did you get it from the...
Prayers of Kaivathu. Maybe?
Yeah, that
Prayers
sounds
of
like it.
Kaivathu?
Yes, it
Okay.
does sound like it.
That was 50. I wrote that note in 60.
Okay. Yes, you found it in the end of the Feywild bit. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes. He would lean up. So what did you ask exactly?
Have you ever seen a book called Prayers of Kaivathu?
Yes, I have. But not... I didn't read the extent of it. Anyway, the books like that are mostly separated verses. One singular novel of it is hard to come by, but yes, I've read a couple of the verses, yes.
What do you know about Kaivathu?
Well, the prayers in particular, they are bound around the idea of burning away enemies and quite dark stuff. It is about the idea of purging the world in fire and from the ashes finding newborn, very phoenix in its origin. But they are of a world distant to our own. It is a creature far from our own. One that is so distant, so unlike, so alien to us that the creatures there don't really resemble creatures like our world. They don't really have nature, trees and air. So a lot of the prayers are more to see something unlike you've never seen before. It's just very much giving away your eyes and your very being to witness a world that doesn't really exist. It is strange stuff. It is eldritch in its design. Hard to really explain. More of a feeling when you read them.
She's gonna look, kind of under her breath, look back at her companions. Do you think he knows anything about the vaults? Whisper.
I'm sure he does. Probably predates them.
Is there anything we want to know?
Plenty. Just wondering if we should see about this curse first.
Yes. You will be here?
He lives here.
Yes. How could we find you again?
Oh, my home's just over in the Den of Strangers. It's the larger of the cocoons there. Not to be greedy, it's just everyone around here is very small. I know my time to leave. He stands up with half of his printed works and goes, I'll get the rest later. Enjoy, by the way. And he kind of looks down to the silk and goes, Are you eating all of that? Do you mind if I just picks up a bit of...
Oh, I'm still working through the first one.
It's delicious. It takes you some time to whittle it down, but eventually you'll get a taste for it. Well, a pleasure to meet you all. And he kind of wanders over, very greeting to every Pilio he kind of passes and wanders into the next halls.
This place is weird.
Well,
Well,
expecting a god up here.
No.
there's two, isn't there?
Yes, he did mention another.
Let's speak to the one that has experience with this curse, and maybe we can put a plan together.
Okay. Once you finish your food, then you can wander down towards the Den of Strangers.
The Wailing Witch.
You can
Can
go.
we pocket this remaining silk?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can get a whole bunch.
We're keeping it.
Tack sees you pocket, or V sees you pocketing it, Tack, and she kind of blushes and is like, I can make you some if you would like.
Very sweet. I don't think I can eat it.
Oh,
Or more
right.
felt wasteful to leave it, or
Right.
I don't know.
That is kind of you.
You.
Tack's gonna be wondering what V meant by
Yeah, it's gonna play your mind for a while.
somehow.
The path back towards the other side, towards the crystal side, or the Den of Strangers through that crystal bridge. You'd eventually kind of go over there. This portion of the sanctuary is. It is very different to the other ones. The houses don't really hang up the top, and any that do, there's been kind of makeshift staircases and kind of platforms built for them here. It's mostly kind of on the baseline. It looks like there's a lot of wasted room in the air, but they have a lot of cocoons kind of embedded next to each other. Almost like one kind of city in the round, with all the houses literally adjacent to each other, and almost built like streets in the center as well. But it looks like the majority of them are vacant. Like there was a lot more people that once lived here, but for now it is only few. But you do see the wandering. There's some Aarakocra, some Furbolgs, satyrs, and fairies that wander the area. A lot of fey adjacent creatures, a lot of grounded creatures kind of wander here. But in total, maybe 50 or 60 people. But you'd kind of wander into the area, and you see this kind of like broad furbolg guy's going along. He's carrying like a little sack on his back, and he looks to all of you and goes, "Oh, hey there, newcomers or?"
Yes.
We saw a lot of Pilio arrive. Is there a big event or something?
Call it a migration.
Welcome on here. If you, there's plenty of homes in the center that you can settle in. Some of the ones around the outside also, they're all pretty cleaned up. The Pilio keep this place pretty spick and span. But I'm heading over towards the shop now. Hermione has got some new wares in, so you're welcome to come along if you like. But otherwise, pick any of the homes out and welcome to the sanctuary. He kind of nods his head to all of you. Carries on with his like sack in his arm, walks over towards the store over to the side. You can see a cocoon, one of the only ones that actually has like a little shop sign next to it, and you can see the shop is literally just called the Outside Shop.
Cute. All right. Wailing Witch. Try to find Wailing Witch first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can wander around until you find this home off to its own. Like, it's one of the only separated ones. And it keeps quiet there. Like, a couple of people would direct you towards it. For a god, in quotations, it's a very humble, small kind of home as you kind of wander over. Doors don't exist here. It's kind of done in a way that is like, there's like silk drapes in front of the doorways. So you kind of go over there and you can, it's cold. It's kept cold here. There's no hearth, there's no fire. You can almost, there's a little bit of a chill inside. As you kind of get closer, you can see the silk drifting at the doorway.
I don't know the proper protocol to ask a god if we can enter their home.
Excuse me.
Okay.
There's this kind
That
of,
works.
like you see this kind of wind blowing around, and so you hear this, and the wind suddenly stops, and then pushing away the drapes of the silk, you can see this almost like packed snow, but glistens somewhat like almost like it is you're looking at kind of a whitish stone, like not an emerald. I'm blanking. But like a white gem almost, but it's like packed snow kind of
Opal?
Opal, yeah. Between the skin, you can see almost the kind of this like packed snow and like a wind kind of blowing through her. Skin's almost translucent. You can see this constant wind going through her. But she looks almost glass-like, and she pushes away the silk. No clothes to bear, but also no kind of like descriptive portions of her body. And she kind of looks across all of you. Can I help you?
Hi. We were told that you were someone we could talk to about a curse.
I know nothing of curses. She lets the kind of drape just flicker back down.
The Wiltwood. Desire.
Come in. And she walks back in to her home. The house doesn't have any furnishing. It is this kind of hollowed out cocoon area. And you can just see it's kind of... There are some portions of like collected leaves and branches from below that are kind of like piled into the corners and around the edges. But she simply just kind of stands there and turns and folds her arms looking at you. Looking almost uncomfortable in her humanoid form. You seek to learn about desire.
I think we seek to bring about an end to desire.
Her eyes can't stop flicking to Carlisle before looking at all the rest of you.
Bee's gonna glance at Carlisle.
An end to desire would be impossible. That being is powerful, dangerous. It makes you a slave to your own thoughts, your own wants and needs until you become nothing but them. I remember you. And she looks directly towards you, Carlisle.
Does Carlisle remember them? I don't think we've ever met.
I did not look this way when we did. Her body breaks off, and you see the chunks until she becomes a wind, just in the room, a fog blowing around, and she forms back up again.
I see.
I escaped that creature, and all the things it made me do in the wind. The things it made me whisper to people. The things it pushed for. It wants for nothing. It feeds on misery. Here I am incomplete away from my wood. But I'm safe from that creature. I don't know what you seek from me. My answers are just pain and warnings. It has a hold of my forest, of my woods, and any who enter it are doomed. The advice I give you is to leave. Go the opposite direction to its voice, and never look back, and hope that it never wishes to leave, or it is forever bound by the creatures that bind it now.
I do not mean to speak out of turn, but we have killed beings of this nature before.
Have you?
Yes.
We have removed them from the board, so to speak.
Perhaps I underestimate what you're capable of. Or perhaps you underestimate what you're walking into. I don't know what I can tell you. It made me want for everything. And I would do anything to hear its voice again. For it was the closest I've ever come to feeling like I had everything I've ever wanted. The coolest thing about that creature is it makes you miss it.
What snapped you out of it? What helped you leave?
The people here. My wind blew into the sanctuary area. For the first time, its voice was silenced. So I stayed drifting at the base of these trees for a while. Until I became exhausted. And I woke up here. And instead of being treated like a god, they treated me like a patient. And they told me I was safe. So I remained. But for many decades or longer, I was a servant to that creature. Servant to my own will, or lack thereof. It resides in a temple. An old temple of a time before I was ever in this wood. It is bound there. By what I do not know exactly. Something alive, I think.
How long has it been there?
Centuries at least. It has been...
Has it always... Sorry.
It was hiding.
Has it always had this effect on the woods? Did it happen gradually?
It was like it was becoming comfortable before it started to push its voice out. Like it no longer feared being discovered. There was always its presence. The Wiltwood has always had creatures seeking to hide. The reason people fear the Wiltwood so much is that many of the gods that live in its vicinity are ones who do not wish to be found. It was no different to that. And then it grew confidence. I don't know why. But it was once a temple that you would avoid. Now became this power. And then, in a time not too long ago, if it would be a year or 2 or 3, it went quiet again for a small moment. Passing months, and then returned. It was only during that time that I escaped. A little bit after I led you the wrong way, next towards you, Carla. Not long after that was when I escaped.
Right.
It feeds on those who enter the woods. When they succumb to one of their desires, it harvests them. Their very being, their very soul. Some come here and cannot tell friend from foe. When they do die, it grows stronger. It is the reason the Wiltwood is feared. It is the reason that so many who once lived here moved and fled. It is a grave evil. If you think you've seen anything of which it is capable of, imagine far worse. I did not mean to lead you astray. I did not mean to scare you to that place. I did not mean to bring a downfall on your people. It makes you do these things. It makes you think you are achieving everything you've ever wanted. It has even taken my wind from me.
If you believed that we could do this thing, rip it out, roots, so to speak, give the woods back, is there anything else that you could tell us to make that happen?
It is, as I said, located deep into the woods, to the north, in a temple. The best advice I can give you is find a way to push past its voice. Get in there is half the battle. Facing off against it, I do not know what would happen. And if you suspect any of your friends for succumbing to it, disarm them. Tie them up. You will turn on those you love the most. For the pettiest reasons. I wish I knew a weakness. I wish I knew a way to fight it. But I couldn't. But Barazus says there is something searching for it that could. Something equally as dangerous. And he says it is close. He's warned the Pilio not to enter into the forest, not to head north, not while this creature is hunting, and to prepare. For if something goes wrong, we must all flee. I'm sorry I could not do more for you.
Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah.
And looks towards you, Carla. I'm so sorry.
So it's okay.
And it just kind of breaks up back into its wind form and just kind of takes this kind of light fog in the room. Almost kind of quite solemn. That hangs at the ground. You hear this kind of whispering light wind sound.
Yeah, Tech will step out.
Yeah.
Could we use the Pale Mother as a vessel for desire?
Not a bad idea, but how would you convince her to do that?
I don't know. Maybe lie to her. Tell her there is a way to get her vengeance. It feels a very dark thing to do, but it was not above her to do it for so long. Otherwise, I don't. How do we plan to defeat desire?
Could leave
Well-
it to Shadow. I don't think that lady in there is really off the mark when it might be a better idea to go.
What is
also
this other
noticed-
thing that's in that tower, though?
The thing
The thing guarding it.
desire bound? Yes. I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know. I hesitate to
know.
think that the right call is to let one of these other entities just get stronger by killing the other. But I also don't want us to die out there. You're the only one that's experienced this place in the way that she was describing, Carlisle.
I mean, I can say for certain, if there didn't seem to be so much riding on us dealing with this, I certainly wouldn't be here right now. I can also say that even after everything Pale Mother did, I would consider killing them a better mercy than that. I don't want to do that to anyone. Not like that, not without it being a decision they know they're making.
I don't think I could. Lie to them like that, even though I wish. What do we do then?
It was impossible to plan for. We don't have enough information. There are things we could try further south in the woods. Try and mitigate the way that it affects us.
We could ask how they do it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as I'm concerned, if we don't have a better way to stop whatever happens farther up north, I don't think we have as much of a chance as we all like to believe we do. I try to be optimistic with all of us, but it's hard this time.
Yeah. If it's a sound, we could try magical silence. I'd be surprised if no one's tried that before, but...
Silence is fixed on a point, though. We would need to move with it.
Even if we got to where desire is, we have no means to resolve it like we did with blood, unless we do things we are not morally comfortable doing. I don't want to sacrifice those morals.
Well, maybe a solution will come to us while we're figuring out a solution to the avoiding the affliction problem. Doesn't seem like there's any harm in looking into at least trying to sort that.
Mm.
Could ask how they do it here.
It's a good
That's
first
a good
step.
starting point. Mama!
Mothers,
Mothers!
I have questions.
Help us!
Help us!
Do you want to? So you're gonna hop over to go and speak with someone how they do it here?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You can go over to one of the other halls and head to the Den of Mothers. We would see a series of the other mothers have come down, and there's like a group of the Pilio in there. They've just come out of a long, almost speech, welcoming them in and kind of gathering where they need to go. They're being organized out of the Den of Mothers and passing by you all as you're going inside. And you'd see the Den of the New Moon. She would kind of wander over when she sees all of you and kind of smiles to you and says, they're all comfortable, eager to learn more of this place. I think you have saved them.
Good. We have more questions, if that is all right.
Of course, yes.
How are you able to render yourselves immune to the effects of the Wiltwood?
It is a gift that was given to us by a portion of Alexandria. They provide us with the Song of the Sea. It is a certain song, a frequency that pushes back the sound of it.
Quite powerful.
It is. They used it for the longest time to push any entity away from their home. Their god is one of a bird-like god, not dissimilar to a rock. It is very formidable, a large creature. It goes on long journeys across the sea, and they serve it for its nesting place when it comes back. They learned the song from this. It is sung to calm the bird. And in turn, we have helped them and saved them from some devastating affairs back when the wars first kicked off up here in the north. In turn, they gave us this as gifts. The very attached mushroom-like things we have down at the base of the trees. They emit the frequency.
Right. We intended to venture further north and try to stop the madness that has taken hold here.
I understand. This is a dangerous task. And I'm not sure if it is a wise one, but the people still exist. Those of the sea wind are not far from here. Northeast. Though the word that I have heard from our scouts is that a very large force, a dangerous force, has journeyed near its location. I worry about their safety now.
The spear is what they are known as.
They've come with fire, machines. They are dangerous, and they are moving ever inward into the woodlands. You would have to pass by them to get to the Alexandria, and I hope that their song is still sung by them. But that would, well, it could have a chance to render you immune from it. I would offer one of the ones that are attached to the tree, but very large. I don't imagine it would be quite cumbersome to carry for you, but you're welcome to do so. To take one.
Thank you for your guidance.
She bows at you.
Yeah. Turn to companions. You said northeast?
Yeah, northeast by the sea is where she kind of gestures to it.
Well, that is an option.
Seems like the best option we have.
Yes, I agree. I suppose that leaves what we do with the Pale Mother then.
Well, you know what I would do, but I don't think I'm exactly the right person to ask. You don't want to be the one that passes judgment on them. There's nothing wrong with leaving the decision up to the people here. It's not your job to make that call if you don't want to.
The pain that they inflicted upon me seems like just a drop in a giant pool of damage that they did. Yes, I think leaving it up to the people here would be good.
Okay.
Let's strap her to the wagon and drag her. Drag her all the way to the seaside.
Well, you have some options then. Obviously, if you're going to hunt down Desire, you can, of course, risk it and go straight there. That would come with, the closer you get there, the harder it is to resist the wind. You'd still have to make some saves going towards the sea, but that can also lead to finding something that might resist against the wind. But it does mean passing by closer to the spear. And then you also you can leave the Pale Mother's decision on what happens to her to the people if you wish. But we will wrap up there with those kind of choices on the wind of what you guys want to do. But you are getting closer to facing off against another of the powerful dead. And this one of the powerful children. And this one is not going to be as simple as fighting blood contained within fortune. So, big decisions to be made before you get there. We'll finish up there, and we'll come back next week with episode 105. Dodger's not here currently. I'll do everyone else shout out first in case she gets a chance to come back and do hers. But we'll finish up there. Shayne.
Hi, everyone. I'm in a new room. I have no lighting right now, so I'll get that set up for next time.
It's actually it's actually pretty well lit, man. I won't worry.
Yeah, it's...
I've had to keep adjusting the lighting when the sun goes down in front of me. So I'll hopefully get something set up. And streams should come back sometime next week. I have a lot of unpacking and setting up to do.
Dude, you just do what I did. Just leave a ton of stuff in boxes forever. and just never ever move out properly.
My wife doesn't want that. I'm
Perfect.
fine with it.
But it's all ready for if you ever need to move again. It's great. Like that's exactly why I've done it.
Yeah.
I've got everything in my closet. It's all ready to go.
Well, everyone's camera's got moved to a different spot, by the way, because I think Dodge's thing broke again. So, Bree, you're in the same spot. Where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/BreeBun. I'm finally at Resident Evil 9. First time
Nice.
playing playthrough starts Wednesday. So
Sick.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck. Tomato.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Can you ask the 8-ball if you're ever going to do a shout?
I think I've already done that.
Oh,
Didn't I already do that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I feel like that bit's
did.
but dude,
That-
Joe, the Magic 8-Ball fit is played, man.
Sorry, I'm late to it.
Let's play.
Have you guys seen this thing called the Harlem Shake? Shayne. I thought Shayne. I just read it. I'm stripping.
Holy shit, Grandpa. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
That was my first million-view video on YouTube.
What was it?
A Harlem Shake, yeah.
Oh, damn. Twitch.tv/Harlem Shake. Sam, what are you doing this week? Where can people find you?
Playing Skyrim RP tomorrow.
Yes.
But,
yeah, they just announced it came out tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Twitch.tv/Dexbonus.
Doja had to step away, but please go and check them out. I don't know if she has beaten Pathologic 3. If she hasn't, then I imagine...
She has.
She has? Oh, then
She finally beat it.
she's been in that category for like a month. I don't even know what that
Yeah.
game is.
It's free.
I thought
She
it was
finally
for the
beat it.
longest time. I thought it was that game where you have to spread a pathogen around the world. What game is that? That's the one which you have to get. Yeah, that's what I thought she was playing for weeks. And I was like,
Nah, dude, Pathologic's fucking like super good.
oh, okay. It's
They're
more
really good games.
long
They're,
form
like,
story game.
kind of detective games.
sick. Well, there is a Patreon if you want to see behind the scenes. Otherwise, yeah, I'm similar to Sam. I'll be hopping on Skyrim roleplay as of tomorrow onwards throughout the week. We'll be back next week to see us dive deeper into the Wiltwood. And then over the next few weeks, we'll be... we've gone through a couple of origin stories here. We're about to dive into a little one known as Carlisle. So we'll see you guys in the upcoming weeks there. And see you then. Take care, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Saying that your origin story is driving me insane in and out of character. Come on. I'm just gonna...
That's wow.